started as soon as you're ready, then, pal.
Go ahead.
All right. So, where last we left off, all of you had ventured into these forgotten Belsamir ruins via the pathway that Dr. Tumes had shown you down a ravine close to the Sighing Spire, his home. Upon venturing down, you opened the door, and all of the stones that you had collected from all of these different myrmidons formed into one key, which is now on your person. And you ventured into this portion of the ruins themselves, which appeared to be perhaps a noble quarters belonging to the dwarves at some point, though obviously in quite a state of disrepair. Upon entering the ruins, you were assaulted with what sounded like the voices of people being tortured, including children, which kind of shocked and surprised you. As you managed to find your way around the walls, listening to these horrific cries, you couldn't help but notice they were coming out of the mouths of some evil grin bird folk called Kenku, which you discerned as Kenku having the ability to mimic the noises, the voices that they hear, not having their own natural speech patterns outside of bird noises. You managed to find your way through the murder holes, as you so rightfully called them, within this room, taking out the 4 Kenku guarding the entrance to this room, without causing too much of a stir, although it didn't really seem like that's what the Kenku were super interested in at first. Upon making your way into the citadel itself, or into these part of the ruins themselves, you came across the sound of music, really bad music, and as you found out where it was emanating from, you found a bunch of students playing music, or attempting to play music, on a bunch of instruments made out of bone, human bone. Excuse me, with your bard's guidance, they managed to,
I'm sorry, where was that on this map?
for your consideration, over down.
Over there?
Yep.
Oh, wow, so we've come quite a way.
What a bit. Yeah, you could have almost cleared out about half this place. So, within that area, you found this elvish instructor trying to guide these folks into creating some sort of rhythm, and he just couldn't. Pan, you stepped in, you helped out, and it seemed like with all these musical instruments on human bone being played across this room, it triggered some sort of ancient spell, which caused the floor within this fountain to rise up, out of which came a stone golem that looked like a giant dwarf. You've tried to toy around a little with it a little bit. Eventually, you came to one of you, I believe your druid, came with the idea of taking a look at the instructor's viol, which was taken away from him, and look at the back. As you did, you read out dwarvish script that had been scribbled on the back of his instrument, which said designation Honeydew. And you learned that this stone golem, this dwarven stone golem's designation is name is apparently Honeydew, and by saying its name, you can command it to do almost anything you want. Although the greater intricacies of the commands are still kind of at a loss to you. The elvish minstrel named Windharrow tried to speak some sort of override code, but before he could, your hunter, your ranger, who was already up on this golem's shoulders, yelled and cast 8-year-old as a minor reaction, and drowned out any noise that Windharrow tried to do to override it. And you knocked him out and kind of threw him off the cliff, making sure he couldn't do any sort of shenanigans later. His students had fled into the other room, barring the way. You commanded the golem to break through. They were nearly pissing their pants, and you just eventually let them go, and they fled out the ruins.
Is that the whole la 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 joke that I heard about?
Yes, that is exactly what the whole la 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 joke is.
Very nice.
Venturing on, you came across these gentlemen here who were tied to these obelisks. They refused any help, and it looks like they've been starved to death. They told you they were trying to survive on air alone. For the most part, you have left them be. Circling around a little bit more, you came across this room with these turnstiles that was being turned around by what looked to be prisoners that were being whipped by 2 individuals in priestly sort of cultish garb. You slayed them and freed the prisoners. You also came across a few more Kenku who were torturing a few more prisoners who you freed. One of them told you that his wife was down below and didn't really specify much else before taking the opportunity to flee. You ventured around exploring much of the rest of the ruins down here. You also managed to get the golem to turn these and actually drained the water here in this moat to where there's nothing there, just stone floor. Patrolling around at the bottom is another stone golem, also shaped like a dwarf. You slew a few more guards, and you also came across this genie in the back here on this blue flagstone tile, who seemed like he was constantly repairing the ruins here. He told you that he was commanded by the ancient Belsemere Dwarven King to keep the ruins in a state, or to keep the dwarven halls in a state of good repair, and he is bound by the magic of what he tells you is a horn that compels him to be forced to do the task to which he is assigned until the task itself is completed. And given the state of these ruins has been in a constant state of disrepair, it is a task to which he can never truly finish. And so he is eternally bound until someone blows the horn, which he tells you is in the possession of the leader of these new guys here, until somebody blows the horn and gives him a new command that he can finish, upon which he'll disappear. He also suggested to you that you could shatter the horn and possibly break the magic that way. You began to make your way to the temple over here that laid in the center of this moat. Upon making your way over here, you were assaulted by some sort of commander riding on top of a draconic creature called a wyvern. He came down and you guys exchanged a few lightning bolts, taking a few nasty hits, before you eventually took him out. You began to make your way into the temple itself proper here. As you do, you see a few individuals in there. The individuals in the back, kind of arrayed in the line, were actually levitating about 3 feet in the air and in the middle of chanting some sort of prayer or hymn or ritual. You're not quite sure what. But as you open the door and peer inside, they stop, turn at you, and they draw their weapons. To give you a further better sense of the room before you roll initiative, these stairs lead up into a second level. And this square shaft has air blowing out of it at a fairly rapid pace, but the shaft itself leads straight down. The pillars on either side are actually shaped to resemble 2 dwarves locked in solemn stairs that are actually right next to the stairs themselves as you enter in, for what it's worth. But yeah, these guys, as you open the doors, are getting ready to attack. So unless there's anything else you want to throw in there or jump in and say, I would encourage you all to roll initiative.
Kelly, can you tell me again what the 2 special guys are doing in the middle, closer to the well, light well, or whatever it is?
It seemed like they were kind of observing the ritual in place, but they have their weapons drawn and are looking at you now. The one to the north looks to be perhaps some sort of wizard of some kind. The one to the south looks like he actually might be some sort of monk.
Oh, and paint. Hold on. I wrote this down. 80, 75, and 20. So 180 gold was found, and a perfectly carved sapphire worth 50 gold was found.
I think Garen needs to roll his initiative yet.
Where can you give me any like a note to right next to that, like where it was found or on what?
I honestly don't fucking remember. I just know it was found. I would love to tell you off of what creature it dropped off of, but I didn't.
No, it's all right. At least you thought to get it, so that's good. Thank you.
I rolled 6.
All right. At the top of the round is taken.
You'll have to throw me in there because I didn't click myself. I thought I did, but I was on the measuring thing.
Oh.
Thank you.
Well, used to roll on a high initiative, so give me a second to figure out what I'm going to do.
It's okay. I wish I hadn't rolled a 6.
Me too.
Me too.
Is your mic working? Because you were typing earlier. Say something again? Yeah, you're not coming through.
Before I announce what I'm doing, when we open that door, are we able to actually see this door back here? So do I know that door's there?
Yeah, you're able to see this room. No, okay. You also patrolled around to know that door is there.
Okay. Then what I'm going to use the dash action, and I'm going to go around to this other door. So I can get 25 there. And 35 feet, so I can move to about there with my turn.
All right. right, you done?
Yep, I'm done.
All right. After receiving the command from Dr. Connors, Honeydew is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He's going to move right up next to the individual who kind of looks like a wizard, but he's dashing this turn, and therefore he's used up his entire turn. Dr. Connor is still riding on his shoulders.
Perfect. Tess, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome.
All right, Will, you're up.
All right, let's. Okay, let's. These guys over here, the choir, if you will, they're floating off the ground, and
they were. It looks like they're now on the ground, and they're drawing out daggers or darts or something.
They look like people.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna take cover there. Let me just measure real quick. Okay. And I'm going to make sure that this is within my range. Yes, it's well within my range. Okay. So I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
All right.
And I can target a 30-foot cube. So give me a minute. I'll do the spell here. Hold on. Hypnotic Pattern. Bang. There's the spell.
All right.
And I'm going to draw out a 30-foot cube.
Okay.
Let's see. Each square is 5, right?
Yep.
Alexa, stop.
All right, let's do this then, because then I can get everybody.
Okay.
Oh, no. Sorry. Hold on. Shape. There we go. Yeah, that's what I want to do right there, the blue.
All right. We got to stretch
that's fine. That's fine. So let me yeah, because then I can target them all and hit them with the Hypnotic Pattern. I'll just do that, like the flashback music on my instrument, like.
Sure.
And they get disadvantage because of my instrument, I believe, because this is an attempt to. Because it's not technically a charm.
The first cube was correct. Whoever made the second one. If it's 5 foot per square.
Whatever. It's.
Yeah, they're all hit. It doesn't matter. That's you moving 30 feet, so you're not counting your 5 initial.
Yeah.
So whatever. It should only be 6 by 6, but yeah, it's fine.
All right, so they're hit by that. All right, so each creature in the area who sees the pattern makes a wisdom save. On a failed, they become charmed. While charmed, they're incapacitated and have a speed of 0. All right, so.
So they do have disadvantage. If the spell does say they become charmed, then thanks to my instrument, they have disadvantage on the saving throw.
Okay. All right.
Awesome. Love it.
So,
Love it.
All right. So we'll go through all 5 of the initiates. 1, fail. 2, fail. 3, fail. 4, fail. 5, fail. So all the initiates are charmed by this hypnotic pattern. For the wizard, 10's not going to beat your armor class. He's charmed.
Yeah,
and as for
the number to hit is 15.
All right. As for the
unless I
creature,
get a bonus from the instrument, but I don't think
he fails. They are all charmed. They're all considered incapacitated for the time being.
All right, I'll just say, I have them, my friends.
Well, damn.
The power of song is mightier than the stone man.
Does that mean you have advantage on attack?
It means you'll have advantage on the attack. So we'll check the incapacitated.
As soon as they take damage, they become unincapacitated.
Correct. So,
question is, if they leave the area, are they still incapacitated? For instance, could a giant, stone golem perhaps pick them up and walk them over to this edge of this moat and throw them in the water without them becoming incapacitated?
That depends on how softly he would do it, because he could shake the creature out of its stupor.
Very softly.
As long as they don't take it, as long as they don't take any damage, I think they'd be okay. Or you don't shake them too violently.
Right.
Now that's no fun. I want to pick their pockets after they're dead.
So, Dr. Connors, it is your turn. The entire throng of these cultists seems to be hypnotically incapacitated. You don't get advantage on the attack, by the way. It's just while they're incapacitated, they can't take any actions or reactions.
Okay.
So maybe take out the easy ones.
So yeah, I'll shoot this one at the very top. One of the acolytes here in the initiates, sorry, in the back at the very top of the order.
All right.
That's the wrong one. So let me. Well, I can still use the 27. Let me roll damage on the other one.
Okay.
There you go. It should be the 9.
All right. So the 15 will hit for what it's worth. And the 9 damage is enough that you aim your bow just so it's like hitting a target. And you just get the arrow right into the clavicle of this guy's neck. And you watch as this hypnotic stupor breaks the last second before he collapses on the ground. He is dead in one shot.
What? I'm the best. All right. That's all I have to do for my turn. I tell Honeydew he's on the right track. He can attack this thing in front of him, and then whenever it gets to his turn.
All right. The trainees, the initiates, can't go because they're hypnotized. Nagini is next.
Oh shit! How far away is she?
Far.
All right. I'm gonna have
sorry,
her move up.
who's Nagini?
The big snake.
My snake.
Oh, you gave it instead of big snake, we're not calling it Nagini.
Oh, it's always been
called like what we call him Big Snake.
Oh, I thought maybe it joined a familiar union and you must call me by my given name, not my slave name. I refuse to be acknowledged by my slave name. You must use my snake name.
All right, she's gonna move there, and that's it.
All right.
No attack.
All right. The wizard can't act. Kent, you're up.
Oh, hold on. Where am I at? I just want to measure how far I can go. I can go there. But you know what? I'm going to go there. And I will cast Firebolt at this guy. I should be, like, I should have... I'm not behind total cover. I'm just...
Right.
Okay. Firebolt. 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 Kapah!
All right. And you're casting it, I'm sorry, which one?
The next one down from the one he killed.
All right. Your firebolt hits its target. Again, it's like hitting an unmoving dead target, and your target lights in flame. You don't even hear the screams. It just goes down.
Okay.
All right. Tuck, you're up.
I'm going to move there.
Okay.
Then I'm going to throw my staff at this guy.
Okay.
If I can find my sheet. There.
All right. You throw your staff in, and it just boom. It seems like it does enough that it just takes them straight out. Another solid, strong hit. That third target just goes straight down.
I'm going to throw my staff at the other one.
All right.
The one just above it.
All right. That also connects. However, the connection isn't as hard as you would have hoped, and it seems like it just breaks him out of his stupor. And he shakes his head around, looking at you, looking confused for a second, before readying his weapons again. The enemy monk cannot act. Tegan, you're up next.
All right, going to use my dash action and 35 there, there. I'm going to move to right there.
All right.
And as my bonus action, I will go ahead and use Shillelagh to empower my staff.
All right.
You know, it concerns me that you continue to move the other stone golem around the room as we are taking turns.
Yeah, I was watching it too. I wasn't going to say anything.
Honeydew, raising both of his fists, still acknowledging command, is going to punch into this wizard creature, slamming against it twice. Bang, bang. All right. The wizard is shaken from his stupor, but not immediately killed. Seems like he actually has a pretty strong constitution, and he shouts in pain and horror and cries out. Will, you're up next.
Okay. Going to continue to concentrate on the hypnotic pattern that is weaving around, playing my little tune from behind cover on the stairwell while I watch this wizard, while I kind of stifle a giggle while the wizard starts freaking out.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like wizards. Anyway, no offense there, dude.
But
yeah, hey.
Kent remembers this for later.
Yeah.
Ken will remember this.
Or not. I can erase memories too. But okay. I'm not going to do anything. I think my group has this well in hand. While I hold everyone in thrall, they're going to clean house. So I'm going to I'm not going to do anything because there's not even an action that I can think of to ready in this situation.
Oh, okay. You'll just continue focusing on the spell then.
Continue focusing on the spell.
All right. Dr. Connors, you're up next. The wizard in front of you has shaken out of this hypnotic stupor.
The wizard's about to take an arrow to the face, and I'm going to whisper in my bow. I say, Mushi, guide me! And I'm going to shoot it.
All right.
Ooh, 1.
Falcon
punch!
All right. You watch as the arrow leaves, and it takes on this shadowy, spiritual form of a falcon as it flies straight from the shoulder of the golem into the chest of this wizard, who is suddenly knocked off of his ass, or onto his ass, I should say. All right. And he falls prone.
Awesome. I'm going to have my snake attack this one here.
All right. Connects. And he has to make con save. Oops, did that with disadvantage. Anyway, we'll count the 4, so he'll take the full 23 points of damage. He's bit hard, the poison coursing through his veins, but he is also shaken out of his stupor.
And then I whisper, Honeydew, continue to attack.
Acknowledged. He responds, acknowledged. All right. The 2 remaining channelers are still in this stupor. The snake is up next. I might also add for your benefit, for what it's worth, the actual hypnotic pattern, if you enter into that, the pattern lasts as part of the spell only long enough to charm those who see it.
Oh, so I don't...
I mean, you're still concentrating...
I don't have to concentrate?
You're concentrating on the hypnosis, but the pattern itself isn't there.
But I could walk in, basically.
You could walk in, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, no, I choose... Oh, no, that's for compulsion. I'm sorry, you're right. No, that's fine. Thank you. That's good to know.
So, yeah, the way the spell works is you create this pattern, and anybody who sees it is hypnotized, basically.
I think it was more for the melee guys' benefit, because I think they were afraid to walk into the circle or square.
Right.
Circle gets the square?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I couldn't because I was at the end of my range, but I was going to try next round.
The snake attacks.
Clarification helps.
Yeah, because so the snake will bite in, and I'm not going to worry about rolling it. He bites in hard enough that it manages to take the monk out. So he's out. Yes, because the description for hypnotic pattern is created for an instant, and then it disappears. You still have to focus on the hypnotic pattern for those that it's affected, affecting, but the actual pattern itself, it just kind of flashes and disappears.
It kind of works like if you were epileptic and looked at a Nintendo screen when you weren't supposed to.
There you go. All right. So
that's hilarious.
All right. So snake's done, I assume. Yes.
Yeah. If she can move, she's gonna move up to here.
Okay. The wizard gets up on his feet, looking at this gigantic stone golem, and with all the courage that he can muster, he is going to turn himself invisible. He disappears from sight.
What a turd.
Counterspell.
Are you going to counterspell it?
But then I'd let go of the hypnosis.
It doesn't matter. They're all awake except for one.
Counterspell, I believe, is a reaction, not a concentration, so you wouldn't let go of the hypnosis.
You just can't cast two concentration spells over top of one another.
Correct.
Oh, okay. All right. Then in case, I'll try to counterspell that. Sure.
All right. Done. He tries it. You see him weave the invisibility spell. You do a power strum on your instrument, on your master's instrument, and weaving the counter spell within, and he looks shaken and upset as you do so.
Sucker. Best decision I ever made was playing this part.
And he can't do shit. So, Kent, you're up next.
I will target him with Firebolt.
All right.
Firebolts. Oh, Jesus, I was all the way in the wrong section.
Done. As he grunts and looks angrily at Will, you manage to come in from the blind side, hitting him with this firebolt, doing enough damage that it just burns him away. He cries out in an instant of pain as he is snuffed out. Like a candle. Snuffed. All right.
A candle in the wind.
Tuck, you're up next. There are two left. They're still hypnotized.
I'm going to hit the one on the left.
Done. All right. All right. You take him out.
I'm going to hit the one up top.
All right. Done. And you take him out. With the hypnotic pattern's help, it seems like this fight is far easier than it really could have been. You're out of combat. Tegan, you enter into the room from the other side, and everything's done.
Sweet. Somebody got to save their spell slots.
Well, I was just preparing for someone to try to run away and come out that door.
I seem to remember druids being faster than me.
He wasn't in his fucking other form.
Your dash.
Hey, Kelly, you mentioned that those stairs go up. Is there like a balcony? Can we see the upper level from down here, or would we have to ride the stairs?
You would have to go up the stairs in order to get a better view of the second area. This area that you're in is kind of shaped like a step pyramid.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that if we go up a floor, it's not going to be like a whole lot.
Killy.
It's not going to connect to the rest of the place.
Right.
Killy, I would like to just take my hand and put it over the air vent and see how hard that air is blowing.
Pretty damn strong.
Like strong enough that my hand lifts with the breeze of the air.
Absolutely.
Do I get the impression that if I were to jump? Well, first of all, I'm going to look up. Is there another hole above that?
No.
No. So if I were to jump into this, literally, I would go right to the ceiling and be stuck there.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Perception. I don't know.
You don't know.
Okay. I tell you what. Before we strip I'm just going to search this guy right here, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to drag his body over to that, what do you call it? And I'm going to kind of throw him over the hole.
Okay.
I just want to see what happens. And I don't think
so. Okay, so first off, searching the bodies of the 5 that look like they just went down pretty easily. They're carrying some simple daggers, but they're also carrying a couple of darts on them that look a little interesting. But otherwise, you get the sense there might be some innate magic in them, but it has to be triggered in some way. You're not sure how exactly to do that, at least not just by looking at it. But as you drag one...
The dagger.
What's that?
It said shout honeydew into the dagger. It was...
Honeydew stiffens up. Honeydew's response, command not recognized. As you take one of the bodies and you're trying to basically shove it into this thing, it begins to sink down into the pit itself, but it sinks down kind of slowly as it does so.
Like a slow fall spell were on it.
You got it.
Okay. I can't really see the bottom of this thing, right?
Not really. Certainly not with a body in the way now.
Okay.
Let's go upstairs.
Well, did we check all the bodies?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did we find anything? I think Fire Tuck rolled a 22 there.
Okay. I mentioned the simple daggers on the initiates as well as those darts. On the wizard himself, you find, well, let's say this, across the wizard and the monk, you find a total of about 27 gold pieces.
Nothing else?
The wizard also had a simple dagger on him, and the monk-looking character, he didn't have anything else of value on him. Okay. No.
How many darts did you say that they found?
Each of the initiates had 2 of them on them, so the total of 10.
10. Okay, and we get the feeling that they're magical.
There's some innate magic in them, and it looks like it has to be triggered in some way. You don't know just by looking at it what it can be or how to do it.
Do I get the impression that if I were to identify them later, I would know how that would work?
Maybe.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
All right. And an attempted insight. Will thinks that they're probably guided by the wind in some way, where if you speak a command word, they'll fly towards the target.
Which would be nice depending on the range.
Is there any kind of word written on them or carved on them or anything like that? Any clue as to what that command word might be to get these to either fly towards the target or something along those lines?
Looking around at the target, at the darts themselves, there's nothing written on the darts.
Okay.
Yeah. And the monks and the wizards, no special rings or jewelry, no cloaks or boots or anything that look special or anything like that.
They're wearing feathery garb, but aside from that, there's nothing that stands out to you as being otherwise particularly special.
Do they have any paper on them that have names like Honeydew?
No, they do not.
Dang it. Okay.
You could always just ask the other golem, state your designation, I guess.
We tried.
We've already tried that.
we tried watermelon, cantaloupe, pineapple. It just isn't working, okay? We
Did
just
you try
know
Beaker?
Did we try what?
Beaker?
Why?
Yeah, Dr. Honeydew and Beaker from the Muppet Show.
No, didn't try that one.
No, I didn't think of it, to be honest with you.
I'm just thinking of what other Honeydew references I know. That's about it, though.
All right. I'm going to go up with Garen.
Yeah, we'll all go up.
Honeydew, go up the stairs.
Acknowledged. All right. So,
do both stairs lead to the same spot?
Yes, it looks that way.
Can I suggest that you and Honeydew go up the southerly set of stairs?
Oh, yeah. Honeydew, go up the other set of stairs. Duh.
Acknowledged.
Oh, damn, where are you going?
So if you'll drag, here, I'll just drag you up there.
Oh, yeah, I'll get over there. Hold on, where am I at? Oh, you already moved me.
All right, so place yourself somewhere in there.
All
right. So entering up into this area.
I'm
sorry. Right over there.
Oh, got it. Okay, thank you.
Okay. You enter up these stairs.
The stairs themselves. Okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
The stairs on the other side. So the stairs themselves actually rise about 20 feet high into a fairly spacious 20-foot-high chamber. You see on the floor is what looks like a stone-carved map that looks like it contains the map of an ancient dwarven realm that has been very meticulously etched into this flagstone floor. At the far end of the chamber, sitting on top of a high throne that has a marble dais, is what looks to be a moon elf woman. And you can't help but notice that she has wings, which you've never seen in an elf ever. Those of you with elven backgrounds know that there are ancient sort of fairy tales that talk about noble knights and heroes and who are obviously elves that have wings, but that's folklore, that's fantasy. Without the scene kind of looks like this, except she's not, actively choking anybody or anything like that. But that's kind of what it looks like.
Okay.
So it's fairy tale, no pun intended.
Sort of. So you also see sitting next to the high throne, rather kind of behind it, at the very top, is a large spiraling horn that looks like it spirals down next to the throne itself. As you enter in, with Honeydew on tow, you see this elven woman get up from the throne. Well, not really, just sit forward, and she says, "Oh, I see Windharrow finally managed to do something useful. Tell me, is he behind you?"
He's going to be a little bit late.
As always. Well, I'm glad to see the golem is in good working order. Tell me, what are you doing in my chamber?
Will walk up and cautiously approach, being careful not to step on the city. I guess he'll stay on the outskirts.
Mm-hmm.
And say, greetings. Our group is new. Our group is merely passing through this part of the ruins. Part of the temple.
As you get a better look at her, Will, I might add for your benefit, she is wielding in one of her hands what looks to be some sort of spear. Very, very well carved. And I'll allow you, if you wish, to make an Arcana check.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Kelly, can I just tell Will real fast? Will, totally as of last game, the guy Windharrow that she's referring to, we sort of knocked him out and threw him off a cliff.
That was the elf with the band.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I got that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know Kelly mentioned it.
So you see this spear. It's very, very well made. Anything else about it, you're not able to discern. But you are approaching her.
Yes. Respectfully, as one would someone who sits in a throne and has a carved city on their floor, which is kind of weird. But
Kelly, while he's doing that and we're looking around, what exactly is this stuff?
Good question. Those are curtains, actually. The curtains themselves look like they are. As you're kind of looking around at them, as well as engaging with this woman, the curtains themselves look to be very. Where's the description here?
Very curtainy.
They are gossamer sky blue curtains that run the length of the chamber on each side, and you can, as you get closer, if you're going to take a closer look at them, go ahead and make a perception check.
Sure, why not?
Okay. So, two things you notice. Yeah, Miles, I see it. So two things you notice. First off, you get a very, very heady aroma. But as you get closer to one of the curtains on the near side of you, you can't help but notice there looks like there's another individual in feathery garb sitting almost directly behind the curtain. But he doesn't look like he's in a solid state of mind.
Okay, so with Kent being where he's at, is that the only guy he sees behind those curtains? Or is there someone behind all those curtains?
You would have to look at all of the curtains to be sure.
Okay.
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 So,
go ahead, Will. I'm thinking here.
No, what was the other bard's name again? The other
Windharrow.
Windharrow. Okay, so I'll say, no, we had met Windharrow earlier. We'll say. As he is a friend of yours, might I assume that Milady is partial to music?
She looks at you, giving a good look over, and she says, "I am a fan of minstrels who serve. Yes."
Well, then it would be my honor to play something to you in tribute to Milady's great beauty.
She will nod in your direction, raising a hand, and she says, "As you wish, bard."
All right, and I'm going to play the the same song that we played to raise the golems.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to play that.
Okay.
And but obviously I'll have to play more than one piece of it since it's going to be just me. Yep. I'll have to kind of blend it and create just a melody on my own instrument. But hey, I'm a bard. I can do that.
Sure.
So what would you like me to do here? Just make a performance check?
Sure. Are you just replaying the music for the sake of replaying the music to try to entertain her?
Yes. Yeah, I'm not really attempting to do anything with the music, nor am I attempting to cast a spell. However, there is this. You said there were men behind the gossamer curtains?
Yes.
And that they don't look to be...
You know that there's a man behind the gossamer curtain. One of them.
Yep.
I'm going to... Well, they're not friendly, though. I don't know that this would work on them. Yeah, no, that wouldn't work. I don't think it would work on them since they're not technically friendlies. Then, in that case, I will simply play for her amusement.
Okay.
And here's my roll.
All right.
Bang.
All right. So while Will is in the middle of this performance, what are the rest of you doing?
Yeah, for anything else, I'll keep her attention while you guys muck about.
I would like to sneak... I heard there's a giant horn, right?
One next to her throne.
So I'm just trying to put some clues together.
We needed to free the genie, right?
Yeah, did the genie say that's his horn? Or that he was here from a horn? Or is it a magic lamp? Or what are we looking for here?
He said he is controlled by the horn.
I think I know what I'm doing. I'm going to wait until everyone else tells me what they're doing. But I have a general idea of what I'm doing.
All right.
I'll just try to hold her attention so that everyone can kind of do their thing.
Okay.
I'm just going to kind of calmly walk this way.
Okay. If you're looking kind of behind the curtains, I'd like you to first make a stealth check for me.
If he fails, I'm sprinting.
Good enough. As you're peering around, in each of the curtains, there is at least one individual who also looks to be not quite in the right state of mind.
Now, Killy, I've only been able to see one of these guys because I stayed roughly where I was at. Now, Krau's only seeing these guys because he's up closer, right?
Yeah, so pretty much.
Do I get the impression from the one guy what exactly is wrong with him?
Make a perception check.
Oh, shit, what the?
You're not sure if it's magic or not.
Okay.
You could be high in heroin, you have no idea.
Okay. Actually, I know what that looks like, sadly to say.
Your character might not.
I know.
All right, so Will, you finish out the performance with a final strum, and she looks amused by it and claps, and she says, "You certainly shown some talent. Very well, I have decided. If you wish to stay, you can be my guest and perform more for me."
Yeah, Will appear, seeing his fellows sneaking about and knowing they're probably up to no end of badness. He's just going to, continue to try to hold her attention and bow graciously and say, "Milady, I have had many honors bestowed on me for the ability I have to create and play music. By far, this is quite possibly the greatest honor that has been bestowed upon me. I thank Milady, and
of course,
it's an honor to bask in your beauty and your radiance."
Make a persuasion.
I'm going to flatter her and just, continue to try to perform, whether it's humor or drama or music, whatever floats her boat. Just to maintain her.
Sure.
And I'm gonna bardic inspire that too.
Okay, so make a persuasion check. Okay, 14. Go ahead and add your bardic inspiration if you wish.
Yeah.
All right. Good. She will actually get up and step off the throne and approach in your direction. Are you going to just continue to play the instrument and begin to kind of get closer to her, beguile her a little bit?
Yes, absolutely. If I can seduce this elf queen, then absolutely.
Okay.
I'm assuming she's beautiful.
She's quite beautiful. In fact, peering at her, Tegan, you can't help but notice, with your familiarity of elves, she looks rather young. There's no way she could be past her first century of age. I mean, she's obviously an adult as far as all things are considered, as far as an adult can be considered. But elves can live to be up to 900 years, and most aren't considered adults per se until after they assume some sort of adult name as an elf, which usually happens maybe around the age of 80 or something. There's no way this woman is past her first century.
Gotcha. So, being here, she moved off. Where is that horn at?
Next to the throne.
Like there or there?
Like, you'd have to be sitting on the throne to play it.
Okay, so it's not very big at all?
It's pretty big. It wraps around the back of the throne itself.
So it's literally part of the throne.
Think like the big horn that the dwarves play to rally themselves at the end of The Hobbit or whatever. It's kind of that big.
All right.
Honeydew, get me to that horn.
Are you telling this to him right now?
Oh, right now.
Acknowledged.
You might want to demount Honeydew.
You
watch. Okay, so all of you watch as the stone golem, in the midst of this playing, the bard has Arisi enraptured, and she looks over and she says, "What do you think you're doing?"
Just taking a look around.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh,
Oh shit. No.
She looks over and she raises an eyebrow. She says, "Honeydew, is it? Honeydew, override."
I jump off.
Ninth.
Oh!
You jump off. And you watch as
as
Honeydew just straightens up all of a sudden.
Oh no, I'm jumping off this way. I don't know which way you thought I was going.
Okay.
But it's towards the throne.
She says, "Honeydew, new command. Please stop him. And I need everybody to roll initiative."
It's a good thing you said that, because if we hadn't rolled initiative, someone was eating a fireball.
By the way, Will, she doesn't look angry at you. She looks angry specifically at the ranger.
Will seem shocked. Like
such
effrontery to my lady's good graces.
All right, give me a minute.
That was the worst initiative I could have ever rolled for this situation.
What'd you roll?
An 11.
You crit failed it.
Okay, so that's that, and then these guys. All right.
I need that horn.
All right, more than ever.
Tuck, you're up first.
Garen, do something magical.
How big's the horn?
Big enough that it's wrapping around this chair. It's not going to be just picked up.
It's part of the fucking chair.
Your best bet is to stop her from stopping me.
Deal. So I'm going to hit her.
Okay.
Normal.
Oh.
No.
All right. So
Fuck.
the 17 will connect. The 9 will not. The 16 will also connect as you pound into her back, somewhat surprising her. But she manages to dodge out of the way of one of them, and she rears back and she looks at you angrily.
I will try Stunning Strike.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Con save.
14.
Okay.
Oh.
She's going to spend a legendary resistance and choose to succeed instead.
I can do that 7 times, can she?
Well, she's up next. And you watch as her wings begin to kind of a little bit. And she begins to take flight back towards her own throne. So as she does that, she's just going to fly right back on top of her throne. Tuck, go ahead and make an attack of opportunity if you wish.
I will.
All right. 20 will connect. She takes another nasty hit. And she's done her action for the turn, so she can't move.
Can I still move? Or was that her turn?
Oh, that was her turn.
That was her turn.
Go.
She moved, and you got the attack off.
Do it.
She's flown back over to the horn. It looks like she's caught a sense as to what it is you're trying to do. She's not about to let you do it. All right, Nagini's up next.
How high is this platform? Would the snake be able to reach up?
It's about 15 feet off the ground, so he would have to climb up the stairs a little bit.
So he has to use the stairs? That's what I'm asking. If he can, like, jump from the back. Okay.
Not really.
You know what? That's perfect. So I'm going to go around the front to the stairs and then go up the stairs here. Is that doable?
Is that 30 feet? Okay, sure.
I was here in front of the curtains, if we want to measure.
Yeah, you can get close enough that you can.
Shit, I did not mean to do that. I was trying to draw a shape.
So Nagini is going to try and make it so she cannot blow the horn. So that the only job here, maybe not attacking, but wants to make it so her lips cannot touch on the horn, or any air can go into the horn that she like summons or some bullshit like that. I know she's a wind goddess of some sort.
Okay. So she looks at the snake angrily and kind of disgusted, but your snake can do so.
All right, that's it.
All right. Will, you're following up.
Interesting. Okay. Such effrontery, I call out.
Interesting.
I draw my rapier in anger. It's going to play... Let's see.
Do me a favor. Somebody draw a 40-foot circle.
Footloose. It's going to play Footloose.
Okay. I'm sorry, one thing real quick. Before you act, because I forgot to roll initiative for the stone golem.
Oh.
Honeydew rolls a 16. He's going to move right up next to Dr. Connors. Will, if you want, you can make an attack of opportunity against Honeydew as he moves up to next to Dr. Connors. That's up to you.
As an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Oh, the only spell I can cast as an attack of opportunity is a cantrip, correct?
Only if you have the battlecaster. Attack of opportunity is always melee. So you can swing at him with your rapier if you wish.
Yeah, okay. And I guess Footloose doesn't really matter because he's a golem, but I'll make the attack anyway since I can.
Sure.
No sense not. It's not going to hit anyway. Yeah.
All right. He moves right up next. Honeydew moves right up next to Dr. Connors in the back there. And he's going to slam against you twice. For 30 points of damage.
Okay.
All right, so we'll go ahead and do what you're going to do. Your ranger just got pelted hard.
Yeah, no, this has gone differently than I thought. Let me just take a look at the range here. 10-foot circle. Okay. So I'm going to... Will is going to yell as if... All right, he's going to move back to here. All right. And he's going to point his rapier at Kurt and go, "This effrontery against the beautiful milady will not be tolerated." And he jams a chord on his instrument as if to cast a spell at Kurt, but what I'm really casting is Shatter on the golem.
Okay, good.
Trying to keep up if you need me to make a performance check to keep her from realizing I'm with them, that's fine too.
We'll say she's not hostile towards you right now. She's not at the very least paying much attention to you. All right.
And he'll take...
Creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage.
Right.
Yep. All right, so he'll make the save, and he has disadvantage on the roll. This is con. Failing, so he takes a full 14 points.
Yes.
He watches this thunderous energy shocks through the golem, and bits of stone begin to fall off the stone dwarven creature.
Will shout, "Darn you for hiding behind that golem!
All right.
You made me miss."
Kent, you're up next.
Okay. Because I really suck with that drawing tool, someone draw me a 40-foot circle.
Okay. In this area, or where are you thinking?
I'm thinking its center is going to be about there.
Right on top of Tegan, okay.
Right on top of Tegan.
Can I use my reaction to tell him I hate that plan?
Why would you hate that plan?
I don't know. I just want a horn in the middle of the fireball you're about to make.
And when have I ever harmed a friend with a fireball? I didn't even get a chance to kill Tunic.
Hey, Ken.
Yeah.
Before he casts this, if you'll allow it, since I know we already passed my turn, I had intended to use a bonus action to cast Healing Word on Kurt.
Okay, yeah, sure, go for it.
All right. Thank you. There you go, buddy.
So, are you thinking like this?
Yeah, because it's a 20-foot radius, so that should be the entirety of that. All of my guys, and I'm not excluding the golem, unfortunately, all of my guys I'm going to not hit with the fireball blast, because that will be the max number of people that I should be able to protect. I believe it's 1 plus the spell's level. And in this particular case, I'm casting fireball at 4th level.
All right. So, first off, Miles, did you give yourself the 40 points, or?
I did, yeah.
You did? Okay. All right. So go ahead and cast your fireball. All right. So, total of 32, and all of your buddies are managing to dodge the effect. So, dex save.
Got to be your 15.
Is going to spend her next legendary resistance to save against that.
Mm-hmm.
32. So taking 16 on herself. All right. As for the individuals in the back who seem like they're kind of out of their mind, excuse me, one succeeds. Fail, 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 and fail. One success and 4 failures. And it's going to be enough damage anyway that it actually takes all of them out.
Okay.
They're not particularly strong creatures. They're
okay.
particularly well armored against heat. And finally, once I finish Xing that all out, we'll look at the golem. Honeydew. Who's not a particularly dexterous creature, and he takes the full brunt. You watch his fireball blows off bits of stone, and this creature rears back, and he, if he could shout, he could, but he says, engaging countermeasures. All right, are you doing anything else?
Yeah. I'm going to move up here.
All right. Dr. Connors, you're up next.
So let's say I got to the horn. Does it look like I would be able to like push her off of it and blow it? Or that's my goal. The goal is for me to use all of my everything I can to try and blow that horn right now.
It'll be your dexterity versus her dexterity.
Oh, all right. That doesn't sound good at all.
I'll use my disengage.
All right.
And then I'm gonna run up here and try to get her away from the horn enough so that I can do that. Can the guinea give me a help action?
So here's what I'll say. If you're going to disengage, that's going to be your action for the turn. Using an item is counted as an action, so you can't disengage and blow.
Okay.
So if you're going to go for it, you're going to have to take at least one hit from the golem in the back.
Let me see how badly you hit me before. Oh, shit.
Pretty fucking bad.
3d8 plus 6 if you're going to go for it.
8, 24 is max. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Here we go.
All right, he's going to take one quick swing at you for 16 points.
Perfect.
All right. You make your way in. I need you to make a dex check, just a straight-up dex check. And the geenie can give you help, so go ahead and roll yours with advantage. She rolls a 7.
Woo!
All right. If you want, your lips can get around this horn and blow.
Oh, I blow hard!
All right. You blow, and you watch as a blue mist begins to form around the end. And she looks up and she says, "You brats!" And you watch as the genie begins to form up and looks at you and says, "What is your command, master?"
Make me a human!
That's your command?
That's all I wanted. The entire quest. That's all I wanted.
You should give Drizzt back his bow.
You should have been more specific.
Return me to my original body, make me human. I don't know. Those are both the gist of the.
Well, what you shouted out was not.
You said "make me human."
There's a lot of gray area there for him to, work with.
The genie will look back at you and she says, "I can't grant wishes. I'm not that kind of genie."
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? What kind of genie? What?
I do not grant wishes. If I had the magic of a wish, do you think I'd be stuck in these fucking runes for 101 years?
I like how he went from Arabic to Irish.
The queen, all of combat just kind of stops, and the queen looks at you. She looks back at you, and she goes, "What the hell is happening?"
I was really convinced. So, okay, so I guess I don't fucking know what kind of genie this is, but he's under my control now. I don't know what to do.
He's under your control until she blows the horn.
Make a quick history check, Miles.
All right, thanks.
So, okay, so yes, while some genies can grant wishes, most don't. Genies are natives of the elemental planes. For most genies, they either rule with an iron fist or they are ruled through control by somebody else. And those who, in this particular case, only the nobility among the genies can really grant wishes. And this genie, if he can't grant wishes, is probably not a noble, and he's probably not that powerful. However, considering that he's bound to the power of this horn, he has to do whatever you ask of him. So if you ask him to make you a human again, then he would be bound to help you in that pursuit until it happened. He can't magically make it happen, but he could help. He could be basically your ally or aid in that particular request until that happens.
I really like the way you think. Let's do that. He's going to be my ally until I find out a way to make myself a human again.
He looks at you kind of upset by this, and he says,
"Oh, right, because he wants to be free. You know what? That's fine. I'll the chaotic in me really wants to make him do that, but the good guy in me doesn't.
How about you make him hit her? Make him hit her, then we worry about the other one after.
I want you to hit her once, and you can be free.
Only once?
Swing for the fences. Whatever you feel is enough, and then you can be free.
Be specific.
I'm not good at telling people what to do.
Okay. He looks around and says, "Then why are the one you blew the horn?"
Yeah, that's fair. My history was not as good as I thought it was.
Tegan is also wondering why he was the one to blow the horn, because that's where I was heading.
Well, you heard why you wanted to blow the horn.
Reese just takes the queen just takes a step back, and she looks disappointed and confused. But
that's kind of how I look too.
As does Will. Will is just standing back there, like just shaking his head, like I work with children.
This is all just a bunch of disappointment and confusion.
Just in my mind, I was trying to figure out exactly how fucked could you make yourself right now.
It was real fucked. The answer was real fucked.
The genie says, I have contacts within the elemental plane. I guess I can be forced to do this. I mean, I can't do it myself, but I can be bound to help you.
Yeah, no, I'm not into binding you to help people. You can, I mean, if you want to, after you're free, you certainly can help us, but, like, I'm not going to make you do it.
So what are you commanding me to do then?
Oh, yeah, so you get a chance to hit this bitch in the face for binding you to this place, and then you can be free. And if you want to hit her more, you can certainly stick around and do that, but it's up to you.
Done. And the queen just looks mad, and combat presumably resumes. Tegan, you're up next.
Well, add the genie into the combat order.
Yep.
Let's see where he falls first.
Yep.
If it's a 10, then he would go next.
I'm off. I'm at a loss of what to do actually at this moment. Are we still in combat or not?
We're still in combat. She's still kind of upset by all.
He ran up to the horn and he was like, "Make me a real boy."
I really Pinocchio'd that for sure.
Oh shit. Okay. Well. Alright, well, let's do the easy part first. I'll cast Shillelagh on my staff just so it's done.
Alright.
Then I will go ahead and cast Conjure Animals.
Alright.
8 panthers.
18 crabs.
No, I'll just because Kent said I wasn't going to, but let's
No, don't do that. Don't do that to Killy. Only when we're in a room where there's only 16 squares.
Alright, I'll do two tigers.
Do it.
I'm sorry, you're conjuring what?
I'll do 2 tigers.
2 tigers, okay.
Oh, Lord.
Save the 8 panthers for later.
The title of this episode is definitely disappointment and confusion. For
sure. Okay. So I'll put one there, and you know what? I'm gonna put the other one here.
Okay.
You know the real bitches.
So then roll a net for them real quick.
Yep.
Just to get them out of the way. Where it rolled. 12. Okay. All right. See, that was my action. That was, and then, the genie's on our side, right? So I'm technically not engaged at this moment with them, right?
As far as you can tell.
Right now he is. Right now you're fine. Who knows if that's going to remain the case?
What I want to do then. Can I get around the genie, or do I have to actually go like this way to get around the genie? Can I go here?
You're going to kind of have to get around the genie.
Why would you run right next to the fucking golem?
Well, I'm trying to get up the stairs. So I was trying to go like there and then up.
That would not be good.
That's what dexterity tricks are for, man.
I agree.
You make an acrobatics check if you're going to try to just kind of climb.
Yeah.
Well, all right. We can try that. What the hell? Let's try that. Let's try to do an acrobatics check, and see how this fails.
Nope. Make it up there if you wish.
All right. So I can make it to there.
Okay.
And then
as you land there, it's like walking into something invisible, and it actually pushes you down the stairs a little bit.
Well, why didn't it push everybody else down?
Because nobody else walked through that square.
Disappointment and confusion.
Womp womp.
All right. Well, let's just call this a turn and move on.
Somebody is dying in the background there.
Oh shit!
All right.
Thank
You're
God.
done. So, out from the other side come a few more individuals, not quite in their right mind, but they're drawing their weapons and they're going to move out to attack, but they're kind of haphazard about it. A couple of them getting right up next to Will.
Oh.
Actually, no, I take that back. You haven't shown anything
Hostile.
No, I've been defending Milady's honor the whole time.
Milady.
All right. So, Milady. All right. So,
have you ever done it with the hot elf? If not, then don't knock it.
All right. So, these individuals with daggers drawn are going to. One of them is going to go against one of the tigers. Two of them are going to go against the other tiger. So the first one swings and a miss. So the other two. One of them will actually manage to connect, but it's not a particularly deep cut. And then the other two are going to make their way over towards Tuck and try to swing at him. Tuck, as they do so, their swinging is kind of haphazard. And neither of them seem to connect. All right. Now, Tegan, as you stand there momentarily stunned, it feels like something invisible just slaps into you twice.
Oh.
Misses the second time, but it'll hit that first time as you take a hard bonk against the chest.
Is it whatever was in that photo you showed us earlier?
Well, my guess would be an invisible stalker, because that's what rolled the fucking thing.
By definition, not in any photo ever.
At the top of the round, Tuck, you're up.
As long as it's not the Vashnarada, I'm okay.
Actually, you should be kind of worried a little.
All right. Tuck, which one are you shooting that against?
You're muted, bro.
Yeah. Sorry, the one on the right.
Okay. Whack! You take him out.
And then the one below me.
All right. You don't quite take him out. He's badly injured, though, it looks like. All right. That follow-through will do the trick. You take him out. And these two who meant to surround you are now cleared out of the way.
Is Honeydew attacking anyone from us or just?
It looks like he's going after the Dr. Connors in particular.
Okay. So I can run by him without an attack opportunity?
Maybe.
Well. Fucking jeez. 15. 5. I'm going to go right there.
All right.
Like going down, around, and up.
All right. The golem leaves you alone.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now, I'm going to take a shot in the dark, literally, and I'm going to hit this square.
All right.
With flurry of blows.
You punch in, and it's just like punching through air.
Okay. And I will wait.
All right. The genie will go next. Taking out a large scimitar and following the direction, he is just going to... What's his movement? He can fly, right? Yes, he can. All right. He's going to float straight up, right up next to Arisi there, and he's going to swing in 3 times with his scimitar against her. And we're going to make... All the extra damage is going to be lightning damage. Slash, slash, slash. 16, 19, and 18. All 3 slashes connecting against her. All right. As he gets all the slashes in against her, you watch as she clutches in pain as the slashes go in tight, and she cries out in horrid pain. And you can't help but hear what sounds like the howl of a harsh wind. And it seems like a whirlwind kind of engulfs her as it does, and blinds you only momentarily. But as you open your eyes, she's not there anymore, and you watch as the spear rather that she was carrying just tink, tink, tink against the floor, as well as a couple of other things she might have been carrying. But she's out of the picture. As he finishes off with the scimitar attacks, Altair will look back in your direction, Dr. Connors, and he goes, "Well, thanks for the help. Peace out." And he disappears back to his normal plane.
What happens to the golem now that she's no longer there?
Well, wait a minute.
You don't know yet.
I have a quick question, real fast. Basically, Kurt promised the genie that he would break the thing, right? He can't just say, "Okay, you're free." Doesn't he have to break the thing?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I think once it's done, he gets to go home, and then if someone else blows the horn, maybe it'll work, but we don't know that yet.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
I'm sure we'll find out.
All right. Nagini is up next.
All right. Nagini's going to try and hit the space that was attacking the druid.
All right. Nagini manages to bite into something.
Okay.
You hear a sharp howl, but you're not quite sure what it is. Con save. Can it even be poisoned? It cannot be poisoned, so it doesn't take the poison damage anyway.
Are they considered elemental? Invisible stalkers? I thought they were more monsterish.
Make a history check.
Okay, hold on.
They're elementals. They are air elementals that have been manipulated by arcane magic, and they're hunters. Their primary goal is to hunt out objects for their summoner.
Okay.
All right. Honeydew will state out Prime Directive no longer operational. Waiting new orders.
We're still in combat, though, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I'll wait till after combat.
All right. Will, you're up next.
Will, smiling, speak the Honeydew activation code.
It's just Honeydew.
All right. Honeydew, put me on your shoulder and follow my commands.
Acknowledged. He will pick you up and he'll put you on his shoulder.
This is fun.
All right. Are you doing anything else?
Yes. Bonus action. Another healing word on Kurt.
All right.
Bang. Bulk.
Woohoo!
Better than nothing.
All right. Kent, you're up next. Seems like Honeydew is now back in your guys' control. There's this invisible creature that is whacking a couple of your guys in the stairs, as well as these individuals who are surrounding Tegan's tigers.
Okay, I have to type you something
like
first, if I can actually whisper you. Hold on.
Okay.
Is it /W?
I think so, yes.
Yes. And then DM? Or, yeah, okay.
GM.
Yeah,
you should see it.
Tegan's tigers.
Hold on.
All right.
Hey, Gilly, why he's doing that? Did both my tigers take a hit earlier? Or only one of them?
Only one of them.
Because I show that both of them look like they have hit points missing.
Yeah, hang on.
I'm just trying to figure out which one actually took the damage. Okay.
That one.
Thank you.
Okay. I will allow you to make a history check if you want to try to remember the override code.
Okay.
Alpha 6'9".
Okay, I'm keeping that information for me, just as a heads up.
Okay.
Alpha 6'9". Okay. Now, I don't know if you consider that an action.
No.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move down to here, and I'm just going to firebolt the closest guy I can see.
All right. All right, that connects. It burns him away, and it looks like he doesn't even scream. He's certainly injured. He's certainly badly injured, but he doesn't even scream. All right, Dr. Connors?
Do I have visual of these guys down here, I guess? Oh, actually, I'm going to try
yeah.
and shoot at this, what I presume to be a stalker.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to use a charge of my bow. I'll save that for later.
All right. It seems like it connects.
That does not, though.
Nope.
All right. Then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Spirit.
All right.
And just like put it underneath my feet, I guess.
Okay.
So I can heal.
All right. Go ahead and just restore your hit points and do your rolls and everything else as you wish. The tigers will go next as you take care of that.
All right. Start with this guy. This tiger will attack this guy.
Okay. Enough. You take him out in one bite.
All right. And this one will obviously attack this guy.
All right. And not quite enough. Your tiger doesn't manage to get around him, surprisingly.
Okay. And then for movement for him, I'm just going to move him kind of around here where he's still engaged. But
okay. All right. Dagan, you're up next.
All right. Then what I want to do, let's see. All right. I'm just going to swing into the nothingness here with my staff.
All right. It's like swinging into the air. Wherever it is, you can't connect to it.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, I will go ahead and cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
Level 1. For that whopping 1 hit point.
All right.
Very helpful.
Okay. The two remaining guards here are going to attempt to slash at the tigers with their daggers. Again, missing horridly. The invisible creature is going to again swing around at Tegan, and it's going to hit with that second attack. Tegan, that one actually feels like it's coming from directly above you, but you feel the wind blow past you as that attack hits.
So I will react as if something was above me, so people can see it.
All right. Tuck, you're up next.
I'm going to ask everybody, is he still where we thought he was? There?
He just said, were you paying attention?
No. I literally just came back to my desk. I had to leave.
He touched him over the head somewhere, and the wind blew past him as it did.
Yeah, he hit me from the top of the head. I reacted to it, so he either is above me or
and I'll allow, by the way, I'll allow Nagini to make an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Connect somewhere.
Attack of opportunity. So he moved down, not right. So I'm going to take a shot in the dark here. I'm going to move first and then attack there.
Okay.
As soon as I found my sheet here.
All right, your attack is true, but it didn't connect with anything.
Okay. So I'm going to throw it at this guy here.
All right. Your attack is true, and it takes that one out.
And I'm going to move over here.
Okay.
And I'm done.
All right. The geenie is next.
Sorry, I wasn't talking. So we think this thing is in the air still, or that it's landed on the ground over here?
By default,
we have no idea.
Okay.
All right, I already know. I already rolled White Claw, so I know it's an air elemental. I'm going to say by default, it doesn't mean it's flying. It just could be, moving past him. It's an air elemental.
All right. I'm going to try to attack where Tuck just attacked. Here we go.
Okay. By the way, I'm sorry. Tuck, you retreated over to that direction, that spot right there?
Yes.
Okay, you walk into something invisible.
Good.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll attack there,
geenie.
where that just happened.
All right.
Thanks.
I was looking at that, and I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, so your snake goes through Tegan's legs and bites in that general direction. It connects.
Yay.
You hear something hiss and howl. The golem stands still, awaiting orders. Will, you're up next.
No, Will.
Will, you're muted.
I'm sorry. So we think this thing is still alive or no?
It's making noises.
You think so?
All right. Will's going to hop off the golem over here.
Okay.
Is directing the golem an attack action?
It's a free action. Tell him what to do.
He will point to that area there and say, "Golem, attack the creature there, the invisible creature there."
Gotta say Honeydew, yo.
Or Honeydew, attack Honeydew, yo, attack the invisible creature there.
Acknowledged.
And then I'm going to cast something to perhaps make it easier for everyone. Where is it?
A one-time fairy fire would come in handy.
That's exactly right.
All right.
And it's a 20-foot cube. So I'm going to cast it, and I'll draw the shape.
For the sake of ease, I'm assuming you're probably just going to want to highlight just that creature if you can get away with it. And probably just catch him on the edge of it, right?
Like that.
Okay, yeah.
If he's in that corner, he should.
Yeah. Okay, so any creature is outlined if it fails a dex save. All right, so.
Wow.
18 is going to beat it.
Damn
You
it.
light up the area, and so there's light shining from there, but you don't see, unfortunately, an outline that surrounds the creature.
All right. I'm done.
All right, Kent, you're up next.
I don't know what to do. I don't want to cast a fucking fireball there. Let's see here. Hold on one second. Let me see what I have here. Increase magic missile, mage armor, burning hands. All right. I'm going to step to here. And let me just see. 1, 2, 3, 15, 15, 15, 15. It should be basically here. I'm going to cast in this direction, Burning Hands.
I'm sorry, what direction?
I'm going to cast it from the corner that I'm in to the opposite corner. So
to the opposite corner up here.
Yeah. So actually, it should get right here. So from here, and it should literally get everything, almost everything in that cube.
All right.
Flaming hands, because it's 15 in a fan.
It's
it's
a cone.
Yeah.
So it starts out at 5 feet there, then it hits the 10 feet there, and then it hits the 15 feet there.
Correct.
So it'll hit immediately in front of you, but it's not going to hit to your sides.
Right.
Okay.
So I'll cast that.
All right. You burn the air.
Fuck.
Dr. Connors, all that remains of Arisi is next to you is this spear that she was holding, as well as possibly a couple of riches, maybe some jewelry that now sits in a small collection on the floor next to the spear. On top of a book, in fact.
We still have one guy up, right?
You still have one guy up next to this tiger down here, yes.
And in theory, an invisible stalker, which we can't see.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to start my turn with that heal from that thing.
Okay.
Feels good.
All right.
I'm adding it in. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. I'll just shoot this last one down here.
All right.
And
all right. You take him out with a solid shot.
Awesome. I'm going to have the snake attack where the thing was last seen, just to see how it goes.
Okay. All right. Your snake attacks the last known location, and it doesn't seem like it connects into a creature.
Awesome. And then I don't know, use a perception check to see what's on the ground here.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Sure, go for it.
All right. Good job, me.
That there is stuff all right.
Yep. All right.
Tigers.
All right. So I would like to do is, because they are very nimble, I want to have this tiger right here. Jump up here, grab that spear in his mouth, and bring it to me, and hand it to me.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check for the tiger. We'll call it a dex check if you didn't have acrobatics as a skill.
So let's try that.
Okay. Your tiger's not quite able to scramble up there. He gets to maybe about the base of the stairs there, and he's just not able to find a strong way up.
He's like a fat fey tiger. Like
that fey food really just puts the pounds on, man.
All right.
You got a second tiger you can try it with.
Yep, I'm gonna do the same thing with this one.
All right.
Dex.
He's even less nimble than Tweedledum.
He summoned Garfield the tigers.
It was lasagna day.
Well, in that case, count that as all their movement, and I guess we'll leave them there because.
All right.
I had a good idea, but that failed miserably.
All right, you're up next.
All right.
Always take 2 steps back and grab it yourself.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do now. So I'm gonna take my action, or I'm gonna. Well, hold on. Let me see how many hit points I got left. Okay, yeah. All right. I'm gonna go without disengaging this way to grab the spear.
Okay, you're all right. So you're gonna take a slam in the back as you do. You got the spear in your hand. It crackles with energy, and yeah, it does require attunement to use, but.
But I was hoping. Yeah, I was hoping it was controlling the thing.
Well,
that's what I was going.
As you go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Oh.
You can't quite make it out. In fact, Kent, I'd like you to go ahead and make an Arcana check too while you see him pick up the spear.
Okay. While I'm doing that, I have a quick question.
Shoot.
So we have a giant stone golem here, who is in here for security purposes, and he's a magical construct. Any idea if he can see the invisible creature? All right, and now I will roll the Arcana.
Not as far as you know. Okay. So Kent, you don't know with any certainty, but you have a pretty good guess that given who she was and the cultists and everything in here, you could probably use that staff to control an air elemental in some way.
I relay this information to the party. I shout.
Okay. Tegan, as you pick up the staff, as you pick up the spear, rather, Kent will shout this information to you.
Okay. So I'll reply back. Any ideas how to make it disappear?
Well, I don't have it in my hands.
I would say shout in order, hope it listens.
Okay.
And I would recommend say show yourself, but show it.
I can try that. All right, let's. I shout. Conjure spirit, show yourself.
Okay. Make another Arcana check for me.
My worst stat.
While you stretch out the staff, yelling this out, you are hit in the side as this invisible stalker strikes you again.
That's what I figured.
All right, second swing misses. The first swing does not. You take a hard blow in the chest, and you manage to just barely kind of parry the second swing in. All right, that's all right. And Tuck, you're up next. You felt wind move beside you as he moved in to attack.
Be right back.
The individual now holding the spear.
I'm going to move here.
Okay.
And then here.
Invisible creature there.
Right there.
Yep, you're like walking. You're clearly walking into a creature there.
Okay. Then I will hit. No. I'll move back here, and I will hit towards that area.
All right.
Once, twice.
All right. Both attacks seem like they connect. You feel some of the concentrated wind dissipating as you get both of those swings in. It feels like whatever force is keeping this creature together is beginning to dissipate.
And I'm going to hit that.
Okay. You follow through with the strike, and it does connect.
And I'm going to use one key to try a stunning strike. Constitution save.
All right.
Fail.
Crit fails.
Bitch.
So, you get the sense that you've stunned it, and you have a pretty good sense that you've stunned it right in place. You still can't see the damn thing, but you know it's there.
Right here, and it's stunned till my next turn, boys.
Mm-hmm.
I will end my turn.
All right, Nagini is up next.
Can the snake reach it then to attack?
Yes, and your attack's without advantage because it's stunned.
Hey.
Do me a favor and link that stunning. Yeah, do me a favor and link that stunning strike for me real quick. Okay.
He is stunned until it makes my next turn. There's no end.
Yeah, I don't know. He has a number of condition immunities. Stunned isn't one of them, so he is stunned. I just was double checking that. All right, so the bite just comes in and it hits pretty hard. All right. The golem, following orders, is going to attack the last location of where this creature was and just slam it to the map, this ancient dwarven map, which is now kind of destroyed a little bit on the flagstone. Will, if you're back, you're next. You're also muted in Mumble, in Discord, rather. Give him a couple of minutes, and then if he's not back, I'll just take the turn.
Are we still in combat?
Hey guys, I'm here, guys. Sorry, I was just chatting with my wife. Just a moment. No, you can stay.
Because you ate my almonds.
I don't know. She's mad I ate her chocolate covered almonds. So,
I would be mad too.
Well, she couldn't find them anywhere.
In my defense, they've been sitting in the cupboard for a week.
We haven't been home for 10 days.
All right. That's a you problem, honey, not a me problem.
And Pan goes back on mute for a while.
Yeah.
No, wait.
as she beats him with a broom.
I was
you
thinking
don't take woman's chocolate.
I was thinking toaster, but you know.
Okay, the price of chocolate has gone up. All right, so we're out of combat. Yes.
Nope.
No, that invisible thing is still around.
Yep.
And the golem. I had ordered the golem. Did the golem attack it?
He attacked the last known location where you told him to attack. He attacked.
I told him to attack the invisible creature in that location.
Yeah, he's not. He attacked that location.
Oh, well,
that creature is not in that location anymore.
All right. Well, that's a technicality.
He can't see invisibility.
No.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna have some fun because you guys are always doing.
He's here now, though.
You guys are always doing it to me, so I'm gonna have some fun. Yeah, it's got plenty of charges. I think it's 30 by 30. So let me draw the shape again.
It's right here.
No, I'm gonna make sure that I get it this time. So hold on.
He's casting fairy fire on top of all of you is what he's doing.
No, I'm not.
Entangle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30. Bang. Will says enough of this. He pulls out his wand of entangle and hits that whole zone.
All right.
I mean, all my party members in that zone have high dexes, so chances are they'll be okay. You know.
All right. So
it's a little extreme, but you know, let's you know, the hell, we've been on this combat now for like an hour.
All right. So
yeah, my arm hurts.
All right, so everybody will need to make, I believe the spell save against the one is 13. So everybody's going to need to make a dex save.
You know, it's going to be incredibly funny when. Oh no, I was going to say.
No, it's actually I believe it's my.
It's the magical item. It's not yours.
So.
No, it's on the wanted entangle. The DC is 13.
Yeah. Okay, I see that now. Very good.
So, all right. So you watch as wands entangle around a very stunned-looking creature in particular, who actually would have automatically failed the roll because he was stunned. But he's right there. All right. Crow is good. So Dr. Cutters is entangled.
On the tire, since I don't have any saves, I'm just going to roll straight dex. Is that what I need to do, or should I do something else?
It's dex save for the tigers. If they don't have the save, it's straight dex.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yep. All right. One of them succeeds, one of them fails. All right. And Crow succeeded, one of those failed. The snake needs to roll, and Tuck needs to roll.
I already did.
Tuck's good.
23.
Oh, you did? Okay, so snake needs to roll. All right, so the snake's entangled too. All right. So the creature you're all looking for is entangled and very clearly visible. I mean, the creature you can't see, but the vines around him you can, making him obvious where he is and everything.
Okay, Mish, come on, Beth, let's go. Beat it.
Beat it.
Yeah, it's trying to get them to bed, but everyone's biological clock is off.
Yeah.
So no one's tired.
Will, are you doing anything else for your turn?
Just nodding approvingly at my excellent work once more.
All right. Kent, you're up next. You've watched as about half of your party gets entangled in vines.
Yeah, magic missile level 1 at the creature.
All right. All right. He takes the full force of it. The wind around him that forms this creature begins to dissipate a little bit, but not entirely.
And other than that, I'll just stand here.
All right, Dr. Connors. You are entangled.
Even though I'm entangled, can I still shoot, or do I need to make a save to get out?
No, you need to make a save. That'll be your action to get out. You can still shoot, though. You just can't move.
Just shoot.
Okay, I'm just going to shoot him.
Advantage because he's stunned.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, cool.
All right. 15 will connect.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the snake can still attack as well.
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
All right. It connects. This creature's on its last legs. The tigers will go next. One of them is entangled.
So to repeat the dex save to get him unentangled?
I think
it would be the action for the turn, but yes, you could do so.
Yeah,
And it'll actually be a strength. Strength. Yep.
Oh, I like that much better.
It's text to avoid it. Strength to break it. All right. So
All
he's
right.
still entangled.
All right, and then
The The golem actually has to make a dex save too. Now that I think about it.
Your other tiger's free.
Yep. Nope. I'm aware. And I'm gonna move my other tiger. It's got 40 feet, so.
You should have more than enough.
No, I'm trying to. You'll see. So,
He's trying to pounce an invisible creature.
yeah, exactly. Who is prone already? So I was kind of.
He's trying to pounce a creature made out of wind.
Well, hey, it's also
I try something.
And they are magical creatures.
It's not really going to work out the way anyway because he can't get more than 20 feet away from him. So he's just going to move there and then cross over here and then hit him.
All right.
And miss.
Nope. All right. Tegan, you're up next.
All right. So let's do this. First, for a bonus action, just because I'll forget if I don't, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself. And I'm going to do that at level 2.
Okay. All right. I already gave you your points then?
Yep. And then I'm going to hit the guy with my staff.
All right. Advantage with the swing, and it hits. Go ahead and roll one more time just to see if you get a crit if you want. All right, no. But, all right, you swing in with the hit with staff. This creature is very much on its last legs. At the top of the round is Tuck.
Give it.
I will hit the creature twice.
All right.
One. Really?
Did you roll with advantage?
Oh, advantage. Sorry.
The first one's a miss. All right. The second one will do the trick. You swing in with that second swing, and you watch as the last beads of energy that form up this creature dissipate, and you get the sense that he is no longer there. And it seems like whatever defenses were in the room are now gone. You're out of combat.
So let's roll out combat and walk over here to Kent and hand him the spear. So he can do some whatever he wants to do to it.
The spear is crackling with energy.
Well, there's other stuff yet too, so I'm sure that will need to be
you said there was a book
identified.
down here, right?
I did indeed.
I'm gonna grab the book and see what's inside that.
Hey,
it's written in an energy you don't recognize, but it looks like it's arcane.
Oh, like a magic book? Hey, I got you this magic book.
Before it's written in arcane.
It's written in arcane lettering. It looks like it's a spell book of some kind.
Before we go much further, as he hands me the book, I'm going to say, "Really, make me human again?"
Man, it's like my cornerstone. Have you ever seen Westworld? Gotta have a cornerstone. That's mine.
Tell me about the jewelry we found.
So, on the floor, the jewelry that she was wearing, you see she's wearing a platinum headband of some kind that is now no longer there on her head. That's worth about 1,600 gold. There were 4 rings, all made of gold and with sapphires on them. Each of them are worth 1,000 gold apiece. Finally, she has a diadem, and that's worth 6,400 gold.
6,400?
Yep.
6,400.
Yep.
Okay. 2 things I would like to do. I would like to ask everyone if we should rest here, and if everybody agrees, I would like.
You get the sense that the odds of you successfully resting in here is next to nil.
In here at all, or inside the temple at all?
Inside the temple at all. Especially with one of the apparent figureheads now taken out. You think if you're going to get a good rest, you're either going to have to really take a good job of hiding yourselves, or you're going to probably need to retreat from the temple for a little bit.
Okay.
Well, we could use the genie and the golem to guard us while we...
Can't.
Oh, wait, we can't.
Killy, is the horn... two things. Okay. Is the horn still there?
Yep.
Does the horn look like it can be broken?
Probably.
Okay. Secondly, the map that's on the floor here, right? Is there anything I can discern out of the ordinary with the map, or anything I can glean from it?
Make a history check.
History? Sure.
Mhm.
History.
Based on what you can discern about the map on the flagstone floor, you get the sense that this is actually a map that kind of outlines a rough design of what you imagine to be probably the dwarven ruins of Belsamir. However, having wandered through the ruins yourself, you know how many of the old passages have long since collapsed, or how much of it has fallen into ruin. You can't really get a good sense as far as how updated or accurate this map is. In fact, staring at the location that you're at now, it looks like one of the areas that you passed earlier that's on the map has long since collapsed into rubble.
Okay.
So,
pretty much where the genie was at earlier?
Kinda.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What would you get? What do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean, we can use my Hearth of Moonlight to rest.
No, I think that the DM was pretty clear on what our chances of actually being able to.
Yeah, but you weren't here last week. You don't know where our spells are and where our health is.
No, I'm not saying we shouldn't leave and take a long rest. I'm saying I don't think we can take a long rest here.
Okay.
I think that was made. I don't know how much clearer Kelly could have been.
No, I understand what he said, but he also said if we disguise ourselves. I'm just saying.
Hide yourselves.
Okay. Yeah, look, I'm willing to chance it. We can always, if we fail, take a long rest outside. I agree. I think it would be better if we could take a long rest here. I just didn't know that it was possible, but I also didn't know about that really cool spell you got there.
Just set up the golem so it can, block for us, and then we can rest.
Like literally have it stand on one of the stairwells.
Yeah, at the top of those stairs.
Have it stand right in the middle. And sound an alarm if anything approaches.
I'll just ask, Killy. Is this something? Would you prefer us go outside or prefer us try here?
It's up to you. What
Okay.
do you want to do?
All right. How hurt is everyone?
Zero.
Not hurt at all. Just spell slot usage is really all I need the rest for.
Not hurt at all. Half my key's gone, but I still have half of it.
I'm below half, but I could burn all my spells to heal up. And I'm fairly certain Druid's in this, or Miles is in the same spot.
I could get away with continuing on. I mean,
I
still have
spirit healed me to full, so I'm at full health.
I was gonna say you can get away with carrying on. Have you seen what we've run into with one wing of this?
That's true.
All right.
Let's just keep going then. I'll burn my bomb on myself.
Well, no, let's try to let's make an attempt.
All right.
If we have things like Leeman's Tiny Hut and Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow, that might help.
Two things I'd like to do if we're going to try to rest Killy. One, I would like to burn my... Hold on, I gotta see what I have left in my spells. With a total of 5. Sorry, I'm just taking a second just to get this figured out. I would like to throw 2 level 1 magic missiles into the ring.
Sure.
And that should fill up the ring and take me down to 0 for level 1 spells, and I should get those back. I would like to prepare just for... No, that's it. And I guess I want to try to identify the white cult before we start the rest as a ritual.
Okay. So identify as all right. So you work to identify the spear itself, then.
Yeah, and I kind of want to take a look at the book to see if I can figure out what the hell it is.
Okay, so first off, get down to it. So first off, this is the spear.
Wow. Wow.
I'm going to say, who can use spears in our group?
I wish I could. That's hot to try, man. +2 bonus plus your dex bonus.
It's a martial weapon, right?
I can use spears, but I'm going to keep staff. So.
Plus a d6 lightning damage. A language resistance.
Do you guys think that'd be better or worse than my blades? I think that'd be way better, but I could be wrong.
In here, it might be.
Yeah.
But we've probably encountered the worst of the air elementals. But still, that's super awesome.
Well, I will hand it over to whoever wants to use it, but we gotta attune it, so we have to end up resting. So you have to figure out what you're willing to give up and what you're willing to use instead.
Meanwhile, Kelly keeps rolling encounter dice.
Yeah.
It's up to you. I would have to attune myself to that, but I don't think I can give up my staff. My staff's already +2.
Yeah.
This
I don't think I can use it.
Yeah. This would just be a useful, I can switch to it if we need it type of
Alright.
weapon.
So our hunter is now a survival hunter.
All right. So
yeah, I'll try it out.
Okay.
All right. So Kurt, I'll put that down. Is in your position yet not attuned.
I have fire and fury still, but I still don't need them, I guess.
Okay. Are you going to try to switch those out for Wind Vein and attune yourself to Wind Vein?
Yeah, over this rest, I'll tune myself to this instead of the blades.
And with that said, what is the God damn it! What's the book?
It's a spell book, and give me just a second.
Okay.
All right. Whoops. Oh well. So Miles, your character gains the following flaw after attuning to Wind Vein. Character flaw. All right.
How's that different than now?
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe it works for him. All right. So the within the spellbook itself, this is Reese. Basically has all the spells that she had prepared. Those spells, I'll read through them now, but and you can write them down if you wish. Those spells include Charm Person, Featherfall, Mage Armor, Thunderwave, Dust Devil, Gust of Wind, Invisibility, Fly, Gaseous Form, Lightning Bolt, Ice Storm, Storm Sphere, Cloud Kill,
Wow.
Seeming.
What was that?
Wow.
Seeming's so good.
And Chain Lightning.
Did you say steaming or seeming?
Seeming. S-E-E-M. Seeming.
This is probably worth more than the diadem.
And what was the other one?
Chain Lightning.
Gentlemen.
1, 2, 3.
Wow, that's awesome.
So
how long does it take you to copy all those into your book?
Well, it depends
12,
on the
17,
spell, but it won't be during this adventure if we survive it.
20, 23, 26, 20. Those are both 3, so 20.
I don't even think I can cast
32.
half of those.
This spell book is the most valuable thing we have found to date.
Probably.
Gold piece wise. This is by far and away the most valuable item of treasure we have found to date is this spell book. I mean, the coin value alone on this thing is pushing 50 grand.
Yeah, but I mean, he's gonna. Well, I guess you could just copy them all out. I don't know. Can you sell a book in town? Whatever. That's fine.
No, you can take a spell book and you can copy stuff out of a spell book into your spell book and stuff like that. But it takes a lot of time.
I'm sorry. Out of
Yeah.
curiosity, how do you come up with 50 grand as the total for the spell book?
Well, maybe I'm going by an old set of rules, but it was 1,000 per level per spell. So
I think it's
cloud kill 5th level spell, right? So that's 5,000.
Let's double check that. I don't know that it's 1,000 for him to copy a spell.
No.
I'm talking.
He's referring to if he were just to sell it.
If we were to sell the book.
Oh.
The cash value of this book. My understanding is that it's 1,000 gold pieces per spell level, and you've got and maybe I'm getting the levels wrong, but three level 5 spells. That's 15 grand right there.
Well, so the general
you get like 5 3 levels, 3rd level spells.
Well, I'm the general rule of thumb, at least for the sake of this game, because I'm not giving you 50 grand for that book.
I don't think we would sell it anyway.
So, yeah. So the general rule of thumb for a wizard, in order to cop at a base level, it's for each level of spell, the process takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold. So.
Unless it's evocation for me, which would be less, but yeah.
Well, yes, but I'm talking at a base level without any bonuses or anything. So chain lightning at a base value would be like 250 gold to copy. If you were to sell that as a spell scroll, that would probably, if you're trying to run some sort of profit off of that, would somewhere be just for a scroll of chain lightning would be somewhere around the vicinity of $300, $400. So in total, this thing would probably go for a few thousand.
And you have to remember another thing in this world that we're in, or at least as far as all the 5th edition stuff I read, magical items and the like, even though it's not quote unquote a magical item, you have to find the right buyer and generally aren't worth as much as like the gems and the gold and all the other shit that you find.
Right.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Magic is, I've noticed 5th ed is pretty magical item heavy.
It
is.
It is,
which would tend to devalue something like this. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense to me.
Yep.
Well, either way, that's fine too. I'm looking at this spell list. I'm thinking to myself, wow, that is a powerful list.
So it's not 50 grand. It's probably a bit closer to 5 grand, if that.
Yeah, that's pretty valuable.
Yeah.
I will. If no one minds, I will shove the spellbook in my backpack.
Fine with me. I can only use a few of them, but I mean I can't copy them, so
yep.
The book isn't of much use to me.
All right.
I'm just going to call it the Air Spell Book, and it's in Kent's possession.
Okay.
And I'll just keep that list noted on my ledger here.
Okay. All right. So, are you guys trying to take a long rest using the balm of the summer court, or or Tegan's magic, the hearth of the moonlight and shadow?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Who is keeping the first watch?
I can. That's fine. I'll sit over here with the golem.
Okay. Are you sitting next to the golem and leaving everybody else inside the thing, or are you staying inside?
Yeah. I guess I didn't read it at all. So can I stay inside of it and then just look out from inside?
Yeah. Because it makes you invisible while you're inside, and you can still peer outside.
Sure, I'll do that.
And it is a 30-foot radius.
Yep, it's a bigger radius than Leomon's tiny hut.
Yeah,
we were literally like human bunk buddies when we had to sleep in my hut.
Yep. Okay, so you get the hearth up. You guys start a long rest. You get about 40 minutes in when 2 individuals in feathery garb walk their way up the stairs, and they peer around at all the dead bodies and at this golem.
Does Honeydew say anything?
What did you command him to do?
I believe we said Honeydew guard us while we rest. I don't know. What
he looks over in their direction and waits. And they look over at him, they look over, and they realize the queen's not here. And they rush back downstairs.
Did I see them come up? I bet I did.
You would have seen them come up.
What do I feel they're about to do? No.
You don't know.
6, nothing. You know what? Let's let everyone rest. They didn't see I was up here anyways.
Okay.
That's fine.
After about another 15 minutes, you watch as they come back up the stairs, and following them is about.
Yeah, I'll begin to wake everyone quietly.
As they begin to kind of wander up, and they're wandering around the area, keeping a very, very wide berth of the golem, who's just kind of looking around.
Yeah. Everyone is now awake, I suppose. I guess I've shook them all quietly.
Okay. You all are seeing this almost full guard maneuvering around the room here.
If we attack now, is it a surprise, I guess?
Yep.
All right.
Do we get a benefit of a short rest at all? No.
I'm going to attack this
Not
one in the back
enough.
where you can keep moving your guys around. I'm attacking right now. This guy. Right there.
Okay. So go ahead and roll initiative then.
Where the hell's my thing at? Blah, 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 blah.
All right. So we'll do the opening as a surprise round, so these guys won't act on the first turn. Will, what are you doing?
I'm gonna, since it worked so well last time, I'm going to hit them with the hypnotic pattern. 30 by 30. I should be able to get everybody except this guy. If I just basically make it the whole place north of that.
All right, sure. Yep.
They get wisdom saves with disadvantage.
Okay. Now, I think they have to be able to... Well, I guess they can't hear it. Anyway.
Well, I assume when we attack, we drop the...
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay, so 1...
Wait, I'm sorry. Excuse me for a moment. Since we are doing a surprise attack, can I ask, before we attack, can I ask Kent to just back up a little bit? Kent and Kurt, just so that I can then try to get that last guy?
Well, they can't hear us. I mean, maybe they can.
If you want them to back up, you'll have ample time to shift around so where you can get.
Yeah. So if Kurt, if you and Kent can just take yourself out of those 2 squares.
All right.
And now I can get all of them with the caster.
All right. So the way, all right. So the way it actually works in this respect is anybody who sees the pattern as you weave it would have to make the save, including those who aren't standing directly in the circle. So what we'll say then, if you guys don't want to move, is you just shield your eyes so you don't look at it when you cast it. It opens it up.
All right.
So.
Yeah, your option, I guess.
All right. So the DC, what's the DC for you to beat? Is it 15?
It's 15.
Okay. So 1 save. This is wisdom. Fail. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fail. All right. So the cadre of 8 guards all fails. The 2 individuals in the back and the priestly garbs.
Didn't one of those guys make a save, or did they all fail? Oh no, that was initiative. It looked like a save. They all failed.
Yeah.
They all failed.
So boom. All right, so they all fail. Every one of them fails.
I love this instrument. I love it like my daughter.
It's never that good to get that attached to a magic item.
No, but I mean, think of the history I have with these kind of wisdom save spells. I mean,
I'm thinking of it. I'm thinking that shit's gonna
actually
come back to bite you in the ass.
No, I know, but it's a very limited set of circumstances under which they get the disadvantage. It has to be a spell that charms them.
Yep.
You know.
All right.
So awesome.
Nagini is up next.
So they're all
affected. They're all just stunned and charmed, and they can't do anything until they're damaged or shaken.
Just one at a time.
He's gonna move up here
one at a time.
And ready an attack for when I shoot my bow. So I should get her attack then plus her ready to attack, right?
Yeah, I mean the ready to attack is reaction, so.
Sure, I'll do that then.
So if you want to get an attack against one of them in, you can do so.
No, I don't want to attack them yet. That's what I'm saying. I want to wait until it's my turn, and then she'll use her attack. I don't want to wake them up and then be alive to run away. That's what I'm saying.
Well, right now you're in surprise round, so they wouldn't be able to run away this turn.
Oh, well, perfect. Sure, I'll have her bite.
Okay.
This hawk man closest to her.
Okay. All right, bites in hard, and make a con save, which he succeeds, so he'll take half damage. All right, bites in hard, manages to resist the worst part of the pain as the snake surprises him. They don't act this turn. Dr. Connors.
I'm gonna shoot that same one.
All right. All right, connects.
Sweet. And if he's still up, the snake's gonna bite him.
Yep. All right, that will connect. He'll repeat the con save. Succeeding again. All right, he's looking pretty bad off though.
Oh, wait.
Tuck, you're up next.
They're all
charmed.
They're all
charmed.
Except for the one that Dr. Connors just shot.
Which is, sorry.
This one over here.
I'm going to move over here. And I'm going to hit that same one.
Okay.
So it's if I'm like, God damn, I need to put that better. Okay. So he's not stunned. Or
not anymore.
Okay.
Not anymore.
So normal.
Miss. That doesn't. He's looking bad off. This unarmed strike will finish him off.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm not dead. He's dead.
Whoops.
Thank
You
you.
already died once. Don't kill me again. All right. Cantor up next.
And because I have it, we're going to cast slow on 6 of the creatures. 1. Oh shit, I'm clicking on something else.
1 dose.
3.
Dry.
Alright. For some reason, it's not clicking right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 3 that are in a row there. The 3 that are...
Alright.
So slow on all of them.
Okay. What's
slow? I'll cast it. Yeah, hold on. Slow. So.
Okay. Let me just check real quick.
As to whether or not they can roll saves when they're charmed.
Yeah, well, what the status is. Can't attack the charmer. They can still roll the saves. Okay, so wisdom saves are affected by the spell for this duration.
Yeah,
so
15 is the number to beat.
All right, so 3, 4, 5, 6 targets total getting affected. 1. It's not a disadvantage. We'll count the 11. 2.
Beats
1 C. 3,
fails,
4, 5,
fails.
And priest.
Beats it.
Succeeds. So one of them, as well as the priest, seems like they succeed. They don't have it. The other 4 do. All right, Tegan, you're up next.
Are any of them currently active?
They're all in the middle of being charmed by this hypnotic pattern.
Okay. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over. Try this again. I'm going to move over here and whisper, Honeydew, attack this priest.
Acknowledge.
Whatever he is. And then for my actions, I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Woo!
And bonus action, I will just cast Shillelagh on my staff.
Okay.
I don't even know why I even have heal spells.
Because
So-
sometimes they come in handy.
Yeah.
All I do is heal myself
Probably-
for 1 every time I cast it.
Well, hang on. Is that Cure Wounds or is that Healing Word?
Yeah, it's Cure Wounds since
Okay,
that's the
because
action.
it's not giving you the right amount of hit points. Because it should be giving you 1d8 plus your ability modifier.
Oh, well. It ain't working then.
So, hang on.
Did it literally roll a 1?
On that note, I'll be
Crit
back in
roll.
like 2 minutes.
Alright.
So, let's do this. All right. Click that button again.
Alright. Level 1. Hey,
That's
that
better.
looks like a lot better than the 1 hit point I was getting.
You also rolled an 8 rather than a 1.
Yeah, it's like you should be getting 1 period because you should be getting the modifier, the spell modifier on top of that. So okay, so you get 12 hit points back. I gave it to you already,
Okay.
and you're good to go. All right,
And then, like I said, Shillelagh on my staff, just so it's ready.
sure. All right, Honeydew will follow your orders, and we'll kind of just jump almost over this charmed initiate right up next to the priest there, and taking his large stone hands, he's gonna twice into him. And the 14 will miss, the 16 will not. And shakes that character from his stupor, though. At the top of the round is Will.
All right, so we've got one priest that's out of their stupor here.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right, Will's going to look at him and say, I've never seen someone look more stupid in a stupor. Wing.
All right.
And I'm going to draw my rapier just for shits and giggles.
All right.
And that's going to be the danger zone, actually.
Okay. So he succeeds on the save. You pull out the rapier, and you start playing Danger Zone.
He succeeded on the save. Oh, that sucks. Okay.
Yep, tied it. All right. Nagini is up next.
I think he's gonna hit the one that's awake.
All right. Succeeds with the attack. She will make the con save. Fail, taking the full effect. On her last legs already. All right. However, gets the opportunity to act. Doing so, she's going to look up at this golem and is going to fire off a witch bolt, I think, at level 3.
Witch bolt.
Shouldn't he catch that disadvantage since he's on top of him?
Yeah,
5.
you're right. It is a ranged spell attack. Still hits, though.
Well, I
That was
tried.
good. That was good though. I liked it.
So, because it's tied, we'll take the one with the higher damage. And Honeydew gets badly injured with this witch necrotic-like energy.
Oh no, Honeydew.
27 points of damage. Now,
That's a priest spell?
you know, it's
He
a
dipped in
pre-spell.
Warlock.
All right. Dr. Connors.
I yell, Honeydew, no! And I shoot that guy in the face.
Acknowledged. Holding back.
Oh, no!
Your arrow misses.
Snake's gonna attack him.
All All right.
I don't know if you were serious or not, so I'll give another command and say, Honeydew, attack them. Still, don't disregard previous command.
Honeydew is confused and afraid.
Take a look at Honeydew. Says we're all confused at this point.
We'll acknowledge to the best of Honeydew's ability.
Sure.
Tuck, you're up next. The 2 priests are down. You're left with these 8 guards who are still in this hypnotic stupor.
Okay, I'm going to move just here. I'm going to hit the one to my north.
Mm-hmm. All right, misses. You follow through, angry at the first shot, and you manage to take that one out in a second swing.
Bottom right.
Following through with a punch, you injure him badly, but not enough to take him out. He shakes from his stupor.
Flurry of blows. Fuck.
Miss.
Hey, Killy.
Yes?
I have to ask, which ones did you designate got hit by slow?
The one that Tuck just hit is the only one that didn't. As far as the ones you targeted, the other 4 are still targeted by it.
All right, so the 3 in the row along the bottom here.
Yes, as well as this one.
All right. So it did get hit?
Yeah, those 4 got hit. This guy, the one that Tuck just spoke from his stupor, did not.
Oh, I thought he attacked this one. Okay.
Nope.
All right, that's fine. Because these 3 guys down here might have a -2 to their AC.
Right.
Just a heads up.
Yep.
All right. I'm up.
Yep.
Fire bolt at the one that Tuck just attacked.
All right. Nope. You barely missed Tuck's staff. I'm not talking about the wooden one.
I gotcha.
All right. Tegan, you're up next.
All right. See, wait a minute. This is the guy who's awake, right?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna thorn whip him.
All right. What's the range on that?
Should be 30.
I'm sure. Yep.
It doesn't matter.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you missed it. All right.
And then just as a bonus action, I will cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
At level 1.
All right.
Hey.
Done. All right. The golem's going to maneuver itself next. It's going to swing hard against this one who's right next to it. Killing it. Shattering him, in fact. You hear the crunch of bones. And then he's going to shift over, kind of on top of him. And then he's going to batter the next one. Also shattering him. The one you woke from its stupor earlier is now dead. All right, there are 5 left. Will, you're up at the top of the round.
All right, Will's going to move here. And let's have, since I have it out, let's have some stabby fun time.
All right.
So we really get to do that. So I will make with stabby. I don't think that. Well, no, it might hit him if he's stupefied.
Does Danger Zone give you advantage on that attack?
Oh, it does. It does. I'll roll it again.
All right. We'll count to 13, and he is stupefied. So yes, that does hit. You managed to get the rapier into your practice with this. You get the rapier into the chemical, and he is down.
Ah. And I will just not move again. Well, yeah, I won't move again, but I will move again. I'll move here. If for some reason these folks wake up, at least I can protect Kent.
All right.
Well, we don't want our wizard in melee. It's almost as bad as me being in melee.
Nagini is up next.
Always protect the wizard.
That's right.
Always.
No, she can't. I'm gonna have her move then, if she can. I think she can slither through to like right here.
Sure.
All right, and then I'll just have her attack this closest one.
All right. Done. You bite hard into him. Finds a weak part of the neck, and that guard goes down.
Nice.
Dr. Connor, you're up next.
I'll attack this one here in the bottom.
All right. Miss.
Nice. Well, hopefully the snake doesn't miss him.
Barely. The snake does not, and bites hard in. Takes that one out.
Good job, snake. Good job.
All right. Top of the round is Tuck. There are 2 left.
I will walk down here, and I will hit the one directly above me.
Okay. Crit.
And the one
You bash
to
your
the
skull in.
upper right.
All right. You bash your penis in.
Oh, Jesus.
Twice. You don't know how you do it. You suffer 2 points of psychic damage as you reel back and grab your third leg.
Sure.
2 crit fails in a row. I can't let that go. Cat, you're up next.
Right. I will hit the other guy with Firebolt.
All right.
That's the highest damage I've rolled on Firebolt to date, by the way.
That's about the highest damage you can get, shy by 1. All right. He would incinerate him. For the time being, you're out of combat.
All right. So, with that lesson learned, and I still have a few things left in the tank, let's exit at least this room and see if we can find an opportune place to recover. You guys down for that?
Yeah.
By the way,
if this happens again, I'm out of hypnotic patterns.
Well, if this happens again, they have more than a small army's worth of people in this place. Search the bodies, Killy. Anything?
A few crude daggers, but otherwise nothing of note. Nothing in the way of valuables.
All right. So we go downstairs. How's the golem looking?
Pretty beat up.
Still functional?
Still functional, but pretty beat up.
Okay. What if we retreated to the fountain room where the musical elf was?
I would say maybe even further back, maybe down where the wheel room is.
Honeydew, where's a safe place to stay?
He responds, no, analyzing.
Analyzing, good.
Current location, room of I can't remember his name, but the king of the Belsemere dwarves. He tells you you're in the room of the former king of the Belsemere dwarves.
Yeah, cool. You say this is the best place?
Well, we don't know if this is the room where the king of the Belsemere dwarves necessarily was, do we?
Based on what he's suggesting or talking about, he's a relic from the time of the Belsemere dwarves. What he knows about this place is going to be limited based on that information, and not the information of what the air.
Yeah. All right, let's go downstairs. You guys ready?
Yeah,
I guess, sure.
Okay.
But I'm riding Honeydew. Oh, he's gone.
Just drag yourselves back down into the temple somewhere here.
Yeah, hold on. Working on it. Whoa, I made that way too small.
I did the same thing.
I mean, I'm looking at, like, microscopic shit. Okay. Okay.
All right. Make your way back down. The guards are still dead. At the time being, there doesn't seem to be anything else here. You still have this central shaft blowing up a lot of wind.
All right, guys. Here's the deal. We know where the wheel room is, and there's one of two things. We could go outside if you want to go outside. It's not far from here. Do you want to try to just go outside and camp out for the night? We're not far from the entrance. Yes.
We can, I don't care.
What if we did this? What if we went back up to the throne room and we told Honeydew, go back to the wheel room and reflood the first floor?
This floor wasn't flooded, though. It was the moat.
It's the moat itself that was flooded, not this area here.
Well,
I would recommend, it's just me, if we go to the bottom left where the room where we found Honeydew, and have him guard the door to the room that only has one entrance.
Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
At the door, nobody's coming in.
This is true.
Bring that on the map for me, please.
Right here.
Yeah, the fountain room.
This door here, there's only one entrance to this door here, and he could stand in front of it.
Jingo Pan. I thought about it for a second when you said have Honeydew go reflood the way call it. The problem with that would have been is if it flooded the entire chamber, how would we get Honeydew to tell Honeydew to undo the flooding?
Well,
we would have been.
We would tell him flood it and then wait X amount of time and then turn it again.
Okay. All right. I'm walking down here to the other room, to the fountain room.
Okay. Are you all walking down to the fountain room then?
Yeah. How are these guys still on the pillars, by the way? I'm sure we're walking past them.
Unconscious.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so let's crack this door open.
Okay. Cracking the door open, it's as empty as you saw it before. The bodies of the Kenku no longer seem to be there, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what we want to do is have Honeydew, like, just pop a squat in front of this door.
No, this door here.
Why?
Because then nobody can come in, because he's in front of it. They can just stare at him.
Right. And...
But they could shoot us through these stupid holes, right?
Yeah.
That would be my thought. So if you have Honeydew stay here, this is the only other entrance to the room. Unless they have a whole bunch of snakes that slither through this wall.
Well, here's the thing. They can shoot us through the door, but don't we have that tiny hut or something like that can hide us while we're in here?
It's visible to them.
Oh.
Kenku and air elementals can fly, so they can approach by the cliff, can they not?
Let's just go outside, rather than waste another 20 minutes on it. You guys good with that?
Yep.
And here I was ready to throw another Myrmidon at you. Shucks.
Okay.
Are you going outside then?
Yeah, I think that would probably be for the best.
So you make your way back out. I do remind you that you got in through this cat ravine on your flying carpet. How far out are you wanting to go? Are you wanting to kind of make your way back towards Dr. Tunez, or are you just wanting to kind of camp somewhere outside on the ravine?
It's up to you guys. You want to go all the way back to Tunez's?
No, we don't have to go that far, I don't think.
Can we find Kelly with our ranger skills? Can you like find a suitable place for us to rest?
If you wanted to use your ranger skills to find a suitable place along the ravine to rest, I'll allow you to go ahead. Well, don't worry about making a check. If you want to rest somewhere on the ravine and go through it that way, I'll allow that.
Yeah, we just use the carpet of flying to locate a ledge or some isolated spot.
Okay, I'll add for your benefit. I will add for your benefit that Honeydew can't stand on the carpet of flying. He can't. He's too heavy.
He can stay in that room until then, I guess.
I would park Honeydew right outside the entrance if he can leave the actual confines of the place.
Where do you want? Okay.
Right there, you think?
Yeah.
All right, he will do so.
All right. So let's.
Honeydew, do not listen to anyone else's commands, but the
I think we tried that
members of our party. I don't know if it works or not.
Yeah.
It doesn't work if you know the command override.
Alpha 6 now.
Can you change the command override?
You can try.
Well, the question is, do you guys know what the override is, and do you know that I know what the override is? Because I haven't relayed that.
Oh, then no. I always shout la la la. So.
Kent was very specific to ask Killy that question if he could remember what she said to override him.
Yep.
For future use.
Yep.
All right, we'll go outside, Killy, for what you call it. If you don't want to change the map, don't change the map if we're going to actually rest.
All right, so go ahead. If you're going to do that, go ahead and rest. You regain your hit points. I'll add for your benefit that over the course of your rest, you do see a manticore flying by, but it pays you no mind.
Yeah, I'm not hunting manticores without fucking griffins. Unless I have to hunt the manticore.
Right.
All right. So
from there, I'll ask: are you just making your way back here, or are you thinking of making your way to one of the other entrances to the ruins of Belsamir?
I'm thinking. Well, did we find a way that was unblocked toward the other regions, or no?
You found You're not sure whether they go to the other regions. I'll add for your benefit that you found there is a tunnel over here that continues off somewhere.
Right.
And then there is that shaft that descends down somewhere else. On top of that, this ravine descends down somewhere. And then, other than that, you haven't seen anything else.
How about up here? Like, we didn't look up here, right?
You haven't explored that part of the ruins yet.
All right, then I say we go back in the way we came and keep exploring. You guys with that?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
All right. So let me...
Okay. Did we ask Honeydew if he knew the designation of the other bomb?
Yes.
Yep. Already did that.
He did that.
Genie, too.
Okay. By the time you get back, if that's what you're going to do, there's the bodies of about 6 dead Kenku on the floor surrounding Honeydew, and it looks like Honeydew's been in another fight all on his own.
Does it look like Honeydew's even worse off than it was before, or does it look like it took really no damage?
It looks like he's gotten a few more scrapes, but not enough to be super significant.
Okay.
He's not more significant than it was before.
Real fast before we continue much further. We're awake, we're back. I'm going to burn 1 level 1 spell to throw mage armor back on myself. Just as a heads up. And that'll put me at 3. That'll put me at 3. 3 and 1. Okay.
Excuse me. Sorry.
No problem. It happens.
All right.
All right, so where do we explore first? Over here or up top?
Kank mentions that we didn't check north of the pyramid route that we were at, so maybe we should check there first.
Sure. Let's go. Let's regroup at the columns.
All right. The pillars or the where are you at? Oh, okay.
The pillars.
All right.
Okay. Come along, Honeydew.
All right. The water.
Will ask. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
As you return, by the way, the water is back in the moat.
Oh.
Am I? Do I feel like I've attuned to this wind vein thing?
Yes.
I tell everyone I really feel like if given enough time to do this ritual, I could probably make a devastation orb, if you will, of air. And I don't know exactly what that does, but it sounds devastating.
You'll recall that the devastation orb that he's talking about is the bomb you currently have sitting in your bag of holding.
I can make bombs? No fucking way. All right. Do I feel like I can use this thing to dispel that bomb?
Good question.
Do you make your intentions known?
I don't have. I mean, I just tell you that I can do these things.
The trick is this part of the temple isn't an air node, so you can't do that here.
What's an air node?
You haven't found one yet.
I do. I mean, would I know what it is if I saw it?
You would, with your attenuation to the staff, you feel like it's probably below you.
Like right now? Oh, through that hole. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's press on. I don't need to make a bomb quite yet. So, what did you say about me being able to disarm the other one?
Do what?
What did you say about me being able to disarm the other bomb? I didn't hear.
Oh, you can use that to create the orbs as a means to create the orbs. You can't use to dispel the orbs.
Perfect. All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Real fast before we go any further, I say, hey guys, we drained this moat, or we had Honeydew drain the moat. Do we think that somebody's back in the wheel room?
We can go check her out, I guess. Do we need the moat drained? I guess is the question.
All right, let's just go north then.
I mean, I don't care.
No. Let's go north.
Okay.
All right. So, as you peer northward, you can see there are several streets that look like they converge here into the center of what looks like a 30-foot tall statue. Peering at it, those of you familiar enough with religion recognize the statue to be that of Moradin, the dwarven patron saint god, who is grasping a great stone lantern and an outstretched fist. You can see emanating from the lantern is a bright light that reveals ruined-looking shops around this plaza. The inner chambers look like they extend into rock.
Let's go investigate, shall we?
If I use a two-handed weapon attack, I can still use a bonus action, correct? To do something else?
Yeah, if it counts as a bonus action.
Right. Yeah, I was just curious if you did like you can only like a two-hand sort of. It doesn't matter. Yes. Okay. Got it.
I mean, you can't attack with a two-handed weapon twice and then have the second
right.
one count as a bonus
Understood.
action.
Understood.
All right, let's go north. Honeydew, proceed forward. I indicate the direction.
Will ask, Honeydew, are there any defensive measures set up in the area ahead?
He will respond that, on average, there are a number of at least a dozen guards within the plaza.
But again, that's from centuries ago and not now.
And I'll also ask Honeydew, do you know where there might be kept records of you and the other golems that are set up in this area and their designations?
You're using a lot of words on Honeydew.
He simply responds, no.
All right. Worth a shot.
All right, so let's go forward. Garen, you there?
Yep.
All right, you want to take up the front?
Why don't we send Honeydew?
All right, well, I said Honeydew forward.
No, why don't we return to the stealth approach? Send Will up.
All right, go, Will.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes sense.
Sure.
All right, Will will go to here using stealth.
Okay.
And can he see anything? Does this area open up at all now that he's kind of?
What's your sure? So first off, make a stealth check for me.
Yep.
Okay. So a couple of things. First off, you managed to stealthily make your way up, and you managed to use the natural light of the shadows to kind of hide yourself. But as you're looking around, you can see hiding behind this large statue is another priest wizard, or excuse me, another monk wizard sort of combination. And then hiding off in the shadows of the corners of the plaza are two more of these Kenku bird creatures on your right, and two more of these guards on the left.
I leap out and I stealthily return to the party and say,
another stealth check.
Okay.
All right, you do so successfully.
F you, dude. Okay, and we get back to the party, and I tell them apparently they are ready for us and have set up a little ambush up ahead.
Sending the Honeydew.
Oh, freak acknowledged.
Why don't we, since we can plan, why don't we gather them all up and hit them all with area effect spells?
How would you like to gather them?
Well, I can. My music can compel all of them to move in a single direction, or to a point of my choosing.
Go for it.
If you like, we can put this big snake and Tuck and Tig and like right in front of the statue, and I can just make them all walk by and give you opportunity attacks.
You only do one opportunity attack per round. Ugh. Sadly.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
I like your idea. I say that I'm ready to help out with some AoE spells.
Yeah, or we could just break the group up into 3 groups and hit them 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Might be simpler.
Whatever you would like to do. Let's just do it.
Let's see. Yeah, how many spaces is this? 10, 20, 30, 40.
That's a huge...
How far up can I get without them seeing me?
Probably up to the corner here. We're right about where Will stopped. If you got any further into the plaza, they probably jump on you.
Okay, I'm going to stop here then.
Okay, make a stealth check.
He does this every time. Tells you can do something and makes you roll a check as soon as you do it.
All right.
All right. Okay.
He's doing mental math.
I'm doing the math. I got to double check their passive perception to see if that breaks any of them.
Why don't we all kind of try to just get closer, and then let's have some fun. Let's say let's match up the spellcasters and the melee.
Okay.
So let's say
I'll say you successfully sneak up there if you wish.
You know, Tuck and Tegan to the left, Will and Kurt to the right. Kent, you can
I'll follow.
Provide support from the middle and counter the wizard and the monk until we can get to them. And we can harry them with our golem.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think you have a great plan. And then, as I agree, I cast Spike Growth on the ground over here.
We're at
20-foot radius over this way.
Okay. So, are you doing that as of right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna be like, man, that sounds like a great plan, and then I'm gonna cast that.
Okay.
Because I have a flaw.
All right, so 20-foot radius. Drag that arrow out for me so that I can in a corner. So drag it from corner to corner and
okay.
where you want the. So it's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, so that should be the center there. Is 20 feet from each direction of this.
Okay.
Right, I guess. No, that's so. Right now you've made a 10-foot radius because radius is only from the center out. Right. So a radius would be 20. So the diameter is 40. So you've made a square that's too small. It is approximately 1/4 the size of my spell. Currently.
Yeah. 20-foot radius. Yeah. 20. 20. Yeah. So
you have to go.
So start from your corner point one more time.
Hold on.
That would be 40 feet, and if you were to go upward of another 40 feet, you would have an idea of how big that spell is going to sit.
So
that'll be the center. Yeah, okay, but can I move that now? Because I don't care about there you go. That's what I wanted. I don't care about the Kenku off to the left.
Okay, all right. So that's done.
Oh, don't block the entire doorway. Move it another 10 feet to your left, please.
Oh, because that would be the center. Yeah.
Right, there you go. I want them to be able to move through to the Kenku if they need.
Okay, so that's done.
It should be imperceptible, I think. Can't see the area at the.
The transformation to the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast must make a check against your spell save DC to recognize the terrain as hazardous before entering it. So it's
well, they can all see it, so maybe they do know it's there. I don't know how that works. Anyway,
here's what I'll say because they're expecting you. I'm going to have them go ahead and make that perception check ahead of time to see if they recognize the spell being cast. That's going to be a wisdom check. One of them does. So they cry out that there's something there, and it's being cast around their feet. And they look off, or they try to peer off in your general direction, and they do see you looking out in their direction within the shadow. So I'd like everybody to go ahead and roll initiative. All right. At the top of the round is Tuck.
Go Tuck.
Can I walk through that square?
That was taking damage.
Okay, can I sneak by here?
That's why you left it open.
Yeah, that's why I left it open there. Yeah.
I will go right. No, I will go right here. I will hit the one below me.
All right. Connects hard. It doesn't take him out, but it's almost does.
I'm going to hit the one to my upper right.
All right. Also connects. Hits him hard, but does not take him out either. They're both.
And then I'm going to do that.
All right. Against which one?
The upper right.
All right. That'll take that one out.
And then flurry of blows for the one below me.
All right.
Oh.
He manages to duck out of the way just before the fist connects, and you instead pound it hard into the nearby wall. It stings a little bit, but it doesn't cause any damage.
And that would be it for me.
Big Snake is next.
Yeah, Snake's gonna move. That'll be it.
All right. Having called out the situation, these guys are going to stand still, but they're going to pull out their daggers, and as they do, they're going to chuck two of them at Tuck, and they're going to use some sort of cantrip, it looks like, to kind of guide it in your general direction. Two daggers in your direction, ranged attacks. A miss, a 22 will hit. So you get cut in the back.
Nope.
Gonna
I will deflect missile.
All right.
Fucking Agent 76. Fucking over, or what do you call it?
So it's 1d10 plus my dexterity modifier, which is 4, plus my monk level, which is 7, so plus 11. How much damage did it do? 5.
5. So you can catch it, I guess, if you want.
Yes. I will just catch it. I will not throw it back.
All right. You catch the dagger, and you basically just sheath it.
Yep.
And they look at you kind of surprised. The remaining Kenku next to you is going to take out his own short sword, and as a minor action will cry out what sounds like somebody being tortured, mimic that cry, and then with a wicked grin on its face will slash at you. Connecting. So as you catch that dagger, you feel a sharp pain in your leg as you realize this Kenku has bit into it with its sword. The golem is going next. He's going to move. Actually, you never gave him a designation, so he's not going to do anything. You can stand there. Kent, you're up next.
I'm going to move to, wait, god damn it. How do I lose where I'm going to run to? Okay. I'm going to move to there. And I'll shoot a firebolt at this guy.
All right.
Firebolts.
All right. You might have been flame. He burns away.
That's okay. I thought I went to the closer one, but the further one's fine.
Oh, well, whatever.
Works.
All right. So, are you done?
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right. So, the monk is, you watch him do a small, quick spell. He's going to cast Jump on himself. Not that quick. But he's just going to leap practically over the statue, right up next to Tuck, and ready his weapon. Well, his fists, I should say. All right. Will, you're up next.
Okay. Will is going to... Well, first thing he's going to do is instruct Honeydew. Honeydew, the wizard behind the statue up ahead, destroy him as quickly as you can.
Acknowledged.
And then I'm going to move... I can move... let's see, 10, 20... No, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I can move to here. And I have line of sight now on the Kenku.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually on the monk. On the monk. And I will say something witty about his questionable parentage.
All right.
Bang.
All right. All right. Beats the save. Does not care for your vicious mockery.
Yeah, well.
Dr. Connors?
Everyone's a critic.
Do I have line of sight on the priest guy up here?
No, he's kind of hiding behind the gigantic statue.
If I moved over here, would I have line of sight there?
Yes.
All right, I'll do that then.
Yes, but he'll still have some cover.
Oh, okay. You know what? Here we go. Anyways. So he like, what do I need to roll then? I think I have advantage on hitting him, but if he has cover, you might have a disadvantage to me. So it's just a normal roll.
Cover just increases his overall AC, so you still have advantage on the attack. It's just going to be harder for him to hit him.
Okay, cool. I'll roll with advantage, and I'll blow a charge on my bow.
All right.
That was not what I meant to hit. There you go.
Okay.
That's...
So 21 will hit.
Cool.
And go ahead and blow your attack on the bow. Falcon. All right. The spiritual energy of the falcon forms and it knocks him out his ass.
Cool. And then my snake is going to attack the Kenku.
All right. Does so successfully. The Kenku is writhing by the poison and dies.
Awesome.
The wizard is going to get back on his feet. And looking back in your direction, Dr. Connors, he...
All is lost.
I think what he's going to do is he's going to raise up his wand and shooting it. You know what he's going to do first is he is going to begin to levitate. It looks like he's casting fly. And he will levitate, swinging around and kind of still hiding behind this this large statue for cover. But he's now up in the air. Tegan, you're up next.
All right. I'm going to move to here.
All right.
And I'm going to thorn whip our monk dude there.
All right. All right. Success. You wrap around his leg. He gets pulled back. He'll actually get pulled away from Tuck and almost right over the snake. So Tuck, go ahead if you wish to make an attack of opportunity. Does not connect. You're not quite able to get the staff in place in time. You're at the top of the round, though.
And you're muted.
Well, I can't hear you if you're saying anything in Discord, but Tuck, you're up next.
Yep. I will move here. And I will hit him again.
Okay. All right. 27 will connect. You bash him hard.
No, I can't move into this thing now, can I?
Yeah, I mean, you could, but you have a risk of taking damage.
How much damage? And it's only once or every 5 feet?
Every 5 feet.
Let me take some measurements here.
Becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When a creature moves into the or within the area, they take 2d4 damage for every 5 feet they travel.
I'm good. I'm going to go back up here. Hang on. I will move back up to here, and I will throw my staff at Dingledorf.
Okay. The monk's going to take a strike at you as an attack of opportunity as you
he was
away from him.
You didn't kill him.
I thought it was dead.
Nope.
Hit him again.
Oh,
dead
okay.
Now? I thought he was.
Nope.
I'm
still not dead. You hit him 3 times, but he's still not dead. He's on his last legs, though.
I'm going to hit him again.
Okay. That'll do it.
Okay. Then I'm going to move here and stay there.
Okay. Okay.
I missed that.
All right. Big Snake is next.
All right. Let's go, Snake. Is this guy flying like off too far off the ground where if I moved here, he wouldn't be able to attack?
He is about 15 feet off the ground, hiding close to this stone golem.
All right.
Or not golem, but stone statue. Excuse me.
Snake's gonna move here and end her turn.
Okay. These two are going to pull out daggers, not wanting to move, and they're going to chuck it in your direction, Dr. Connors.
2 or 1? One's dead, isn't
right?
it?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry. One of them is dead. So the other one's going to chuck a dagger in your direction. That'll hit. Go ahead and make a con save.
Ew.
Just see if you maintain concentration on the spike growth.
Right. I do not.
You do not. And with that being dissipated, this guy is going to retreat back behind the statue for cover.
That's a bad move.
How high is the wizard in the air?
15 feet.
Okay.
All right. Honeydew is going to move. You're in the way.
It's so much for a dash action.
Kent, you're up next.
I am going to move to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here.
Mm-hmm.
And I will cast Firebolt at the wizard.
All right.
Oh.
You hit the stone statue of Moradin.
Does the statue fall over? No, I'm kidding.
No. No, but you silently hope that you didn't piss Moradin off.
Kent knows he wouldn't have pissed off Morgan. He's got too high of a religion score for that.
I have proficiency in religion. I can't piss any god off. Yeah, that's how it works. All right, the monk's dead. Will, you're up next.
Has the wizard been injured at all yet?
Only a little bit. Only by a shot from the spiritual bow.
I'm going to draw the wand of magic missiles, and I will use 5 of the 7 charges.
Ooh, all right. Roll 5d4 plus 5.
No, you know what? Make it 6. I'll use 6 of the 7.
64.
Why hold back? I'm holding back 1 because if I blow all 7, there's a chance it could shatter.
Yep.
So let's see. Roll
64 plus 6.
64 plus 6. Bang.
All right. This is where I really wish he had shield, but he doesn't. He gets pelted by all of that.
Artillery.
Yeah.
Wield the wand expertly. All right. He's still standing, though, or floating, as a case may be. Dr. Connors, you are up.
That fucking hurt.
Cool. I'm gonna move up and
good bow shot will probably take him out.
Try to get a better vantage here.
Mm-hmm. The wizard turns and looks at you.
There you go. I'll try to shoot him from there, I guess.
All right.
And I'll use another charge.
Okay. Ooh, nice. So what's the charge then?
It's just 2. I think it's snake. There you go. Oh, he's grappled until next turn. How about that?
All right. So He is indeed grappled. He watches the spiritual energy of the snake wraps around this guy, and as it does, come to think of it, this fly concentration spell.
I think it is, but I can't. I could be wrong.
It is.
It is. So he'll make a con save against that attack, which, half of 28 is 14, so he rolls a 13 on that. He's not going to manage. He falls down, and as he falls down with this energy snake kind of grappling him, he takes enough damage that he actually just dies.
Nice shot.
All right. He's down for the count. There is but this one guard remaining who's looking kind of overwhelmed and scared. Tegan, you're up next.
See if he knows the codes to the other golem.
All we care about in this fucking dungeon is finding out that golem. How to control it.
I'm gonna move there and thorn whip him.
Honeydew combusts into unexplainable peace. No. All right.
And mess.
There can be only one.
You wrap around the stone statue of Mord and chunking off a few more bits of stone.
Yeah, it's a dweller.
Tuck, you're up next.
Wow, such casual bigotry. Yeah, he's a dweller.
I'm going to move over next to him, and I'm going to hit him.
He'll look back at you, approach, and he'll go. You take him out. You're out of combat.
All right. So do we see anything from where we're standing, or as far as down these hallways or corridors, or?
Yeah. So, peering down the corridors here, there's a path that continues. There's a lot of rubble here. There's a pair of double doors. Hang on. There's a pair of double doors over here. There's another door there. There's a door there. There's a pathway that continues down into a less rubble-looking area down off to the east. A couple more doors. Again, these all look like they were shops at one point, but obviously in a terrible state of disrepair. You can also see what looks like another tunnel that leads up to the north somewhere.
Can I just say that you were way too quick and happy to explain that there were double doors over there? I'll go check out the double doors, guys.
Good man. So the double doors over there, actually, they're stone doors, and they're covered in twin reliefs of what look like dwarven gods. The doors themselves actually loom about 15 feet high, and the dwarven gods on here bear very somber-looking expressions and are wearing formal regalia. The doors look like they're actually spiked shut from the outside.
They're spiked, meaning that they're
wedged shut. You'd have to remove the wedge in order to open the doors.
At that point, I'm going to say, can anybody come up here and see if they can hear anything at this door?
Yeah, we'll go up and listen.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Critical.
Okay. You hear something moving on the other end. A couple of somethings moving on the other end. What it is, you don't know.
Does it sound like? What does it sound like? Can you describe what I'm hearing without telling me what it is? I mean, is it shuffling? Is
shuffling?
It
shuffling
footsteps?
Shuffling footsteps.
Ooh. Shuffling footsteps.
Kent yells to Friar Tuck, get over here.
Honeydew, get the fuck up here.
Acknowledged. Language is unnecessary.
Let's let Honeydew open the door. What do you say?
Well, if Honeydew's opening the door, I'm backing up.
Oh yeah, no. Let give him some room to operate.
Open those doors.
Open those doors. Enter that room and. Just leave it there because we don't know if we want him to.
Actually, before he does that, can we do a perception over here, see if there's anything of interest south of here? If it's rubble or anything.
Okay.
Seeing what's over here before we go that way.
That would be the other 5 invisible stalkers. No.
Yeah.
Hang on a sec. Come on. Is it not?
I'm assuming we did search the bodies, right? It wasn't anything.
We didn't, but they're not disappeared or anything.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a second, because the token's not there that like it should be.
Oh, like I assume they have tokens that show you what's in an area.
Well, I'm reading the description on the book, and it doesn't have the token there.
Oh.
So I'm trying to drag the token over, and it's not working. So I need to put it in place. So bear with me a minute.
Well, take your time. By the way, you were too excited about those double doors. By the way, you were like, oh, those double doors are right there. And oh wait, I'll show you the rest.
Okay. So. All right. So, Tegan, go ahead and tell me what direction you're trying to peer down in the south there.
I'm really interested in like this area.
Oh, Jesus.
Horrible. Like in this area.
Okay.
Walls.
Here's
around me right here.
Here's what I'll say. Peering down into the darkness here. It looks like down here there are freestanding buildings as part of the city. It's very much crumbled and turned into heaps of rubble in here. You also see in the cobblestone streets that make up this part of the villa, there are deep holes in here. The walls in here have been turned into rubble. You can see there are motes of dust that are floating in the air, and you can hear what sounds like scratching at the stones.
Okay. I'll come over here and mention it to the guys that, hey, you know, there might be some stuff behind us that we might want to clear out first before going through doors.
Gentlemen, shall we?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Belay that order, Honeydew.
He has his fist ready in the air. He's like, acknowledged.
when you frustrated a stone golem. All right. Kent's gonna light a torch because he still has like 5 left.
Not to mention it's getting really dark in this direction. You can't see shit.
Kent's going to light a torch. He's going to hold it here, and he's going to heave it down here as much as he can.
Make a dexterity check.
Dex.
All right. You get it down to around this area here, which lights up a part of the room here. You can still hear scratching against the stone. And as the torch lands, and you hear that reverberation, the scratching stops.
But we don't see anything.
You don't see anything.
Okay. But it would be fair to say that this area that is illuminated right now is illuminated. Or that we can see. Okay. All right. Okay. Send the snake. Or hold the golem. Send the snake.
Yeah, let's just do this. I'll go here.
Can't you guys all fucking see in the dark?
I see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see this direction.
You can see ruined, more of this ruined villa.
You know what?
There's all sorts of rubble and stuff around.
I will just kind of go on in here and see what else there is.
All right. Make a perception check as you enter in.
All right. Gladly. Got a crappy perception check for you. Okay. I haven't rolled good on that all night.
So, peering around the room, peering around the rubble, one thing does catch your eye. You see what looks like a flat iron rod. That on one end of this rod, there's a button.
There's a...
Just lying on the ground?
Yep.
Is it attached to anything?
Nope, it's just kind of lying on the ground there. It's a metal rod. It has what looks like carvings of maybe some horses or maybe unicorns. Kind of hard to discern on either end. But on one end, there is most certainly a button.
Is it possible to pick up this rod without triggering the button?
Yeah, you think so.
You know what? I will do that, and to bring it out into light so I can get a better look at it.
All right.
And that's all we see there?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll hold on. I'll go out here to where it's a little bit more illuminated and give a better inspection of this rod with a button on it.
Okay. Like I said, it's a metal. It's a flat iron rod. On either end, there's a carving of what looks to be horses, maybe unicorns, and it has a button on one end of it.
Kent says, "Hand me the rod, please."
I gladly hand the rod to Kentaris to further investigate.
Okay. Are the rest of you kind of gathering back up in the plaza up there then?
Yeah, I guess that's fine.
Okay.
Cool rod you got there, dude.
I'm going to see if I can figure out what the rod
Got
is.
a hot rod.
Okay.
What would you like me to roll?
Okay. As you're peering at this rod, what you fail to notice is a gigantic creature sneaking up behind you.
Umber Hulk!
And it's going to reach out twice with its claws and once with its mandibles against Tegan in the back.
Oh. Whoa. Hold on. Once with its claws?
Twice with its claws and once with its mandibles. And all of those are going to hit you.
Oh, yeah. Fully aware. Used to being pounded by this dude. The other game.
Being pounded.
It's my favorite mob to keep running into for some reason.
All right. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yep.
Should I know what this thing is? Clearly Kent does. But I do
Okay. Well, he does out of character knowledge, but you can make a history check if you want.
Didn't we run into an Umber Hulk already?
Yeah, we fought one already, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
pretty
we
sure
did.
we fucking did.
And I'm gonna do the same thing to this one I did to the last
Oh,
one.
you know what? You're right. You ran into it you ran into one in the
The only person that doesn't know what an Umber Hulk is Tegan, who just got beat the shit out of by the Umber Hulk.
You ran into one in the monk's monastery, please.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's right. I remember.
All right. Hold on. Initiative. Why do I not have my guy selected? Okay.
I get advantage on initiative. I just rolled a 4. I just like you guys should.
Oh yeah, you crit fail hard.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Unless I call it official.
Somebody. Garen, do you roll initiative?
He probably did.
There.
All right.
The golem as well, please.
Yes. Okay. Tegan, this creature just hard hit you in the back.
Yeah. Well, I could play it safe, but why would I want to do that at this point? So let's do this. Let's cast Cure Wounds on me at level 3.
That's what a Cure Wounds spell should do.
There you go. All right. You restore a significant portion of the wounds that this creature took out.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Bark Skin on myself.
All right. So that'll increase your AC up to 16 then. All right.
Yep.
All right. Are you doing anything else?
Nope.
All right. So. Yeah. All right. So the Umber Hulk will go next and will attempt to attack you 3 more times.
What an asshole.
All of them are going to hit. 24 and 7 is 31. You are really, really badly injured, but you're not down yet. Snake is next. Go ahead.
I messed up. When I clicked on Barkskin, it says it was a bonus action. Now it says it's a regular action, so I guess I couldn't cast it. So
Okay.
They would all hit you anyway.
I think is Barkskin a level 1 spell?
It's a level 2.
It's a level 2. Okay, because you already cast Cure Wounds. You can't cast Cure Wounds at Barkskin.
Right.
If you cast a spell as a main action, if you cast something as a bonus action, it'll have to be a cantrip. Or,
All right. Yep. So never mind. So ignore that.
That's okay. All right. So Snake is next.
Ooh, Snake's gonna go hit him.
Okay. As your snake moves up on him, staring into his eyes, I need Snake to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
Okay. Succeeds. Your snake seems like it's trying to be overwhelmed by something, but Big Snake is more than able to handle this shit. All right. The bite, however... Oh, no, it actually does connect.
Nice.
Umber Hulk does not have a particularly strong chitinous armor. So he'll make that con save and fail, taking the full 20 points of damage.
Sweet.
All right. Tuck, you're up next, wherever you are.
Where's he facing?
He's facing Tegan.
He's looking at... Well, I mean, he's facing in your guys' direction.
Do a barrel roll.
Press A to shoot.
I am going to look at the ground while I run up to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to hit him in the midsection.
All right.
While looking at the midsection and not his eyes.
All right. All right, make your rolls. Yes, both of those attacks will land. You expertly close your eyes as you approach on the creature, getting a good sense of where he is, keeping your eyes to the ground, relative ground, swinging around on his midsection.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
That's okay. All right, so all of your attacks will land. And you go back to the creature hard.
And on that note, I will try and do a stunning strike con save.
All right.
Oh.
Succeeds. No dice. All right, Will, you're up next.
Okay, Will is going to first move a little bit, namely back here. Then he is going to weave up a Phantasmal Force spell.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to the last one. Let's see. We had Sturges, I think, last time that were handy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this one, we're just going to have debris from the ground. The Phantasmal Force is going to be, he's going to be attacked by bits of debris and rock from the ground and all around him, swirling like a swarm of bees around his head, particularly his eyes, and attack and just trying to shred his eyes so that he will cover them or
as you focus on. Or you focus on the front of the creature as you attempt to make the spell. You'll need to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. Okay.
All right. In that case...
Wow, that sucks.
You don't spend that spell slot. Instead, you stay where you are there and do nothing on your turn.
Yay.
Kent, you're up next.
Okay. Kent is going to move to here.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to shout, Honeydew, save Tegan.
Acknowledged.
And Kent is going to turn around and blast that guy with Firebolt.
All right.
You want me to roll the saving throw now?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I'm going to have to be facing him.
All right. Nope.
Okay, so I don't cast Firebolt. But I did tell Honeydew to rescue Tegan.
Yes, you did. So, how much movement speed did you spend getting there?
I think about 20 feet.
Okay. You spend the rest of your turn moving aimlessly in that direction, another 10 feet then.
Okay.
All right. Dr. Connors, you're up next.
All right. I'll put Hunter's Mark on him and try to shoot him with my bow.
Charisma save.
I'll do not that.
You do nothing on your turn. Snake can get in again, if you wish.
Cool.
And go ahead and make a charisma save for your snake.
I knew that was coming.
All right, he succeeds, manages to bite in hard into this creature.
Just so you guys know, my snake has a 3 charisma. I don't know how this is happening.
You know, the funny thing is that's exactly what you fucking rolled with your modifier for your charisma.
All right, top of the round, having understood the designation, he's going to move 5, 10, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to try to step around Snake there, but he's going to move in, and he's actually going to try something that he hasn't done before. You watch as he reaches out, and there's actually magical energy that emanates from Honeydew's hand.
Oh, cool. He said that the whole time.
And you notice that the Hulk is slowed, and it looks like it's just moving not nearly as fast as it once did. Tegan, you're up next.
All right. Let's see. All right, since I'm still not really facing him, I am going to disengage.
Okay.
And make like a damn little chicken. And go to there on my disengage.
Okay.
And I'm still facing away from him at the moment.
All right.
And
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Then as a secondary bonus action, I will go ahead and summon a healing spirit on top of me.
Okay. All right, you'll get 4 hit points back, and just keep track of where the healing spirit is at any given time and how many, whatever. All right, so the Hulk then is going to swing around and attempt to attack Tuck. It's only going to get 1 slice in with the claws because it's slowed. Tuck managed to dodge out of this nimbly out of this creature's clumsy attacks. Repeat the wisdom save at the end of its turn. It's still slowed. Snake is next.
Guess we're going for that bite.
Ooh. Miss.
All right.
Tuck, you're up next.
I will hit him again.
Okay. Charisma save. Nope. You instead stay there and do nothing.
Yay.
Will, you're up next.
Sorry, do I need to make a save in order to act?
Depends on how you act.
Good question. Give me 1 second. Let's see if maybe I should try something else. But nah, I'm going to try the same thing, actually.
All right. In that case, make another charisma save.
Yeah, I mean, I have a rocking charisma save. I don't know. I just happen to roll poorly.
Nope.
Can I Bardic Inspire that?
Sure. I'll allow it. All All right, you managed to, with your inspiring yourself, managed to shake off the effect that this Umber Hulk has on you.
Will's over there going, shake it off, because he's a Hulk. All
right,
and he's got bulk, but I can shake it off. Sorry, anyway. In true character, I got carried away. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So again, he has to make a wisdom save. I linked the spell way back.
He crit fails the wisdom
intelligence. Well, it's intelligence saving throw, so use the same roll, I guess. But it's intelligence, not wisdom. So he failed it. So he thinks his eyes are being attacked.
Okay.
And by whirling debris cloud, he gets 1d6 psychic damage.
Okay. Each round on your turn, the phantasm can deal 1d6 psychic. All right, so go ahead and roll that 1d6 if you wish.
Yes, I wish.
All right, he takes it.
Better than nothing.
All right,
and he is like as last time. I mean, that kept his gaze attack pretty much in check.
Mostly. Kent, you're up next.
I would like to try to break free of the gaze, and if I can do so, I'd like to fire another firebolt at the guy.
Okay, go ahead and make a charisma save.
Yep. Oh, damn it. I had it open. Nope. All right.
Okay, on your turn instead, you are going to move all the way up here. Dr. Connors.
So am I still gazer beamed by this guy, or how does that work?
It's up to you.
What do you mean it's up to me?
It depends on how you act.
I'm going to put Hunter's Mark on him and try to shoot him.
Okay, you already have Hunter's Mark on him.
Oh, I didn't know if it went through or not. You said nothing happened on my turn.
No, it doesn't break concentration on the spell, per se.
Perfect.
But if you're going to just straight up try to shoot him, you'll need to make a charisma save.
All right.
You beat it.
Woo!
Whoa.
All right. 19 will connect. Okay. So the spiritual energy emanates from the bow, and you watch as the Umber Hulk gets pushed back into the villa. As it does, Tuck, if you wish, go ahead and make an attack of opportunity. The golem will as well, and the snake can as well. Okay. All those are going to connect. And it's going to be enough that you just burst this guy into pieces, and combat will end. So, we are about out of time, but before we end, I'll add for your benefit, just reveal the rest of the busted up villa here, but I'll add for your benefit, aside from that rod that you haven't done anything else with, searching around the villa itself, you recover an additional 92 gold, as well as a miniature electrum anvil that is etched with funeral rites in honor of Moradin. That's worth 150 gold.
As we're almost out of time, Killy, much like last week, just for shits and giggles, two things I'd like to do. I'd like to try to identify the rod I have in my on my person, and so we can.
I can tell you what it is free of charge.
The bard can sing a song, but never funny.
Your dad should have told you all about that, man.
So, Kelly, can I burn 9 more charges of that healing spirit?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Gonna roll 9 d6s then.
And Killy, once we identify that, I'll take 10 minutes to identify it. Let's say we actually open the door and see what's available in store for us next week. The one that you pointed out earlier.
The double doors? Okay, so if you're going to try to bust in there, you're going to have to be able to get rid of the wedged spikes in order to open the doors. It looks like it's being blocked from out here.
Does the golem have enough strength to do that?
if you command Honeydew to do so.
All right, well, let's position ourselves how we want to be positioned when Honeydew does this. Right? So go ahead and...
Give me 1 second. I'm just making updates to my ledger.
No problem. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the immovable rod can be used by anyone, and it does not have to be attuned,
Does not
correct?
require attunement. All you have to do is place it there and press the button.
Oh my god, is that what it is? Holy cow, that's awesome. That's like my favorite item ever.
Yeah.
You can have a lot of fun with one of those.
Well, I'll hand it to you, put it in the bag, and we'll figure out where we can use it later.
Oh my god, that could be so much fun. Do you have to be attuned to that or no?
No.
No, does not require attunement.
But I...
Oh, awesome. Mine. Give it to me. In the bag.
I will say this. With the fun you can have with that, that shouldn't stay in the bag. We should probably have somebody carry it around at some point.
Oh, Will's absolutely going to keep that on.
It's going to be real awkward if somebody presses the button on accident.
Yeah, like if you're in a racing carriage and you press the button, bad idea. just don't hold on too tight. Oh, so many immovable rod stories. They're awesome. All right, so that's noted. And now I gotta move myself to where I want to be here. Mm-hmm. Really, so far away, guys? Honest to God?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll be here.
All right. Tegan, are you where you want to be when we open this door?
Just fine. Yep.
Okay. Did you get most of your health back?
Most of it, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
If anyone needs healing, I can have cure lights. We also have a plethora of healing potions.
We do.
So the golem reaches in. He tries to pull one of these spikes out. And he just isn't able to get the damn thing to budge.
Oh.
Okay. Interesting.
Does it appear that they're wedged in there by magical means, or if they're...
It looks like they've been wedged in there very deliberately, perhaps with tools. You think if given a crowbar and enough time, you could probably pry it loose.
If I give my crowbar to, what do you call it? Can it hold it and wedge?
You can try.
I give the crowbar to the thing, the honeydew.
Okay. You give it to Honeydew, command him to open it. Using the crowbar, after a while, he does eventually get the doors pried open. And he's going to open the doors out towards your direction. And almost the second it does, he is overwhelmed by what looks to be some ghoulish-looking creatures that are patrolling the holes beyond what looks to be an old tomb. And that's where we'll end it.
Oh, lovely.
Sounds good.
Love the undead. All right, so is there a game next week or no?
There is a game next week.
And then
we're on for 2 weeks because of expansion. And then we resume again on the 29th.
Oh, I'm so jealous of you guys. I remember the excitement of a new expansion. So much fun.
Yeah, we'll see. They nerfed my fire mage into the ground, so we'll see what happens.
All right, guys. Listen, thank you so much. This was great to come home to. Really.
Yep.
Good.
Agreed.
I will talk to you all next week.
All right.
All right.
Cheers.
Gator.